Fucking bitches. Fucking bitches. Fucking motherfucker.
Please.
The house.
Disclaimer. This video, like all videos featured on this channel, is definitely intended for mature audiences. This video is likely to contain profane language. Content is inappropriate for minors. Video is not for kids.
Welcome to the Dr. Greenthumb Show. Lord of mercy.
Where are you? I'm right here. Welcome to the early edition of the Dr. Greenthumb Show. And you might be asking yourself, why? Why so early? Well, because we have a video to film later today for serial killers. And we forgot to mention this yesterday in the broadcast. So we are so sorry. But it is live on Twitch, Discord, YouTube, Kick, X, and the home site, www.brealtv. What it be like? Good morning to all of y'all. And to my right, Mr. Goodlight, DJC Minus.
Good morning.
It is good. And to his right, we have the iconic one, barely awake, Eric Big Sleep Bobo.
Buddy.
Yeah. We have the Treehouse crew in the house, the legendary Bolton Blambo, Bra Bra, and the Dominator.
Yo, good morning. We're doing good. We're up and up. We're chilling.
Guten Morgen. We have the strong one, strong tone on this Friday.
Yes. Hello, everybody.
And we have Mr. Milligrams. No, excuse me, the Concentrate King.
Yeah.
Cali Blaze.
Good morning.
Milligrams and concentrates, they go together.
Take them millies, too.
Take them millies. A milli. Hey, man, I got to say, on the way here, I felt bad for this one chick who, like, her whole front wheel just came off the fucking, the whole deal. Like, it held up traffic for a bit. But what it was it caused some stoppage, and it had me get off on this certain point and then get back on the freeway at a certain point. And right where I was getting back on is where this chick actually broke down and her tire just came fully off the goddamn wheel.
Ooh.
And earlier, when I was coming, going through Silmar, coming in from Northridge and stuff, there was this big ass Jeep, like a big old Wrangler Jeep with the big, huge tires, the womps. And it was doing the death wobble. Ooh. The front left, the front driver's side wheel. I was like, dude, this was before I seen, homegirl's wheel fall off later on down. I'm looking at this dude like, damn, your wheel's about to pop off, dude. You need to get off. And hopefully he got off, because it didn't look like he was going to make it to wherever the hell he was going.
Man, as you say that, I'm just thinking, I thought I was alone just experiencing craziness on the road. But
this morning, right?
It seems to be that the AM hours is when it is going crazy.
It's because people who don't organize their time and the time they're leaving for work or whatever this fuck they got to do, the late runners, right? And they're trying to drive as quickly and as stupid and irrationally as possible because they had a late start.
Man,
and they caused the fuck shit. And then there's impatient people who left absolutely early but got to drive like dickheads anyway.
That is brutal out there in the morning.
Oh, man, yeah.
I mean, if you're late, it's not anybody's fault but yourself. I mean, don't put it on to other people.
But it's got to be a trip. But like you saying, like you saw the girl's wheel fall. Like, what a way to start your weekend.
Friday the 13th.
Oh, even worse.
Know what I'm saying? Friday the 13th. If you believe in the sort of superstitious deal and you put too much into it, something might happen.
Man, I wasn't even not once through all the crazy moments on the way here this morning. It hadn't even crossed my mind. It was Friday the 13th. I mean,
Yeah.
I dodged at least a good half dozen moments on the way here.
Yeah, look, this is my good luck day. I've always felt like Friday the 13th was my actual good luck.
Oh, I had good luck. I made it. But
So I
hey,
don't really have those hang-ups that others do. Oh, it's Friday the 13th. I gotta be fucking great. No,
Nah.
this is the day I'm most powerful.
did not even occur to me.
Yeah.
Where did that even start? That Friday the 13th.
I
Was it
believe
a
that's when
movie or-
the Templars got fucked over by the Pope or the King. I think it was the King. And I think Friday the 13th is the day they executed some of them, raided their temples and tried to take all the gold away. It was when the French king said, "Fuck you, you're not as powerful as my army. You work for the Pope.
Wow.
The Pope ain't the king." Because the popes and kings were, at each other's throats at this point, like who should be God's representation on earth and who's more influential and who's more powerful. And the king said, "Fuck you, Pope. I'm taking out your little army and showing you who's boss."
Or you have King James who said, "I'm just going to pretend I'm a god, and here's how it went."
Well, I think that's the thing, right? Is that some kings weren't intimidated by the fucking popes, and they're like, "No, I'm the king." And some of the popes were like, "How dare you? I'm the representative of God. I'm more powerful than you." And there's been that struggle. And then some have worked together so that they weren't dividing people.
Did King James have a claim to be like, I don't know what you call it, a prophet or so? Or
No,
just
no.
rewrote the
He was
book?
just a king, and he didn't like the fact that in the original testaments there was no divorces.
Really?
There was no
Yeah.
little carve out for if it didn't work out, and he wanted a divorce, and he was a king. So, according to the laws at that point in the Bible, he could not get a divorce. So he had to use his kingly powers and say, "Well, I'm gonna add my own shit right here."
Yeah.
So this is why that there are two versions of the Bible. There's a King James
King
version.
James version.
Yeah.
There's
And
New
there's Old
Testament.
Test- yeah.
There's Old Testament. There's New Testament, and then there's King James Testament.
Okay, who wrote the Old Testament?
All the originals,
The
Oh,
OG.
the OGs, whoever those were.
It's funny because the first time I ever heard the King James version of the Bible, and then when I went into I was like, well, why is his version? And then like you said, he rewrote the Bible to meet his
His needs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Let me
I was
ask
like,
you guys a philosophical question here, guys. Okay, so if you believe in God, we all call God the Heavenly Father, right? He's the Father of all things, creator of everything, the Father, right? With Jesus, because he's the Son of God, and we all have God within us. We're all children of God, the sons and daughters of God, right? Is Jesus our brother?
I mean, if from what you say, yes.
Very good question.
Jesus
I mean,
would
it
be
would be
considered
by the
our
way-
brother, our heavenly brother.
If you're following that train, yes.
Yeah.
But does it make sense? It makes sense, right? Because-
only if we skip the part where he's our Lord and Savior.
Well, the Christians make him God, but really he's the Son of God. And even in the
Right.
Old Testament, it's Father. Father is God, and he's Son of.
Right.
And why did everybody choose Jesus instead of Jesus' father?
Some people forgot about God and focused on Jesus and forgot that there are the two. You know what I mean? The two are one, really, but Jesus is not the Heavenly Father.
That's why they say Jesus is Lord, and some people consider that.
Yeah.
They don't consider God as God and
Yeah. I
Son
don't
of
get
God.
that.
People forgot about God's sacrifice in the Old Testament. It was telling those folks the whole time, need you to sacrifice here your best flock, whatever. If you had oxes, if you had this or that, I need you to go to this temple or make this a temple and sacrifice for me here, right? And the men of God back in that time would do those sacrifices. When Jesus got put on the cross, that was the sacrifice. And God would need no more sacrifice according to Christians because he gave up
he
his
did
only
that.
son.
Because he did that.
But that just seems I don't know.
The whole thing is kind of distorted a little bit.
I feel that the lack of the sacrifices to God are probably why we have such fuck shit, because you know, our ancestors, you know, thousands of years before us have forgotten that and sort of washed it. Whereas in the Jewish tradition, they do one sacrifice a year. They make sure they do this sacrifice. It's a part of their deal, and that's why, in terms of religious things and sacrificing of animals, the only reason you can do that is because in the Jewish religion, they fought for that right and said, hey, you cannot take this right from us. This is something that we have to do, right? And they stick with doing that, but, you know, not anybody else does.
When
Well, that's I was going to say that's what I grew up Catholic, right? And we were just talking about God and Jesus. Well, Jesus was that. That was the sacrifice. God sacrificed Jesus, right?
Yeah, but that's God's that's what they say, right? But it's not really God sacrificing Jesus. Why would he sacrifice his son to himself? You know what I mean? That's
yeah, that's when logic comes into play. I mean,
Jesus, for all intents and purposes, sacrificed himself because he could have got off that cross if he had all those powers, which, you know, they talk about how he could do things. He totally had the ability to get off the cross if he wanted to. He didn't need God's help for that. You know what I mean? So there was a choice, like he made that choice.
Okay, so where we started though was with the belief in God, you know, whether we believe or not, right?
Right.
So as the question goes, this is why a lot of people don't believe, because it don't make no sense.
Some of the shit don't make sense. That's
Right.
True.
And that's why the struggle exists right there.
because it's always been I went to Catholic high school, graduated Catholic high school. I went to catechism in grade school, and there was never a King James version. It was one version. They teach one way.
Just the Bible.
Yeah, it's the Bible. Christianity, they go another way.
If you're thinking you might need a divorce later on in life, yeah, the King James
Yeah.
version is
Hey,
the
Yeah.
you
one.
want that King James?
Hey man, call King James up in here.
King James, Mike.
I never, you know,
That's the new divorce attorney, King James.
Does
that-
that already exist? That somebody's a King James divorce attorney?
No,
that'd be great.
It's
Sweet James.
Sweet James.
Sweet James.
Sweet James.
Okay.
But he could change his name to King James.
King James. You need
Divorce
that divorce?
attorney. You need that divorce? Call King James.
Just
King James,
remember,
Mike.
guys, make sure you're out there sinning, because if not, then Jesus died for nothing.
That's right. Yep. I back that.
Yes.
Oh man, could you imagine explaining that to that?
Did it for
You gotta sin, or else Jesus died for nothing.
I mean, look, you should show reverence to all the prophets, to Jesus as the Messiah and the Son of God, but also God himself or herself. You know what I'm saying? That's my theory on it. That's my thing, is that we totally forget that part.
I ignore God forever and forever until I could no longer ignore God.
Yeah. You know, that's the thing. We all come to a realization at some point, even an atheist, when let's just say an atheist who doesn't believe and they get caught up in some shit legally and they're going to jail for some reason. Please believe they start praying to God in that moment. Oh, God, please, I never believed in you, but if you get me out of this, I'll devote my life to you.
Yeah.
Many people do that shit.
Yep.
Death and prison. Or if you lose
Pain.
everything.
There you go, pain.
Yeah. The end.
Some kind of pain.
The end.
People who flip out, because they, I think innately we all know that there is a higher energy. Just some of us don't want to answer to it because we do fuck shit.
Yep.
So it's easier to not believe in something.
Yep.
So that I don't feel like I have to answer to all the fuck things that I did. You know what I mean? And I think that's, I think eventually people with the conscience come to the realization that there is something, and maybe I should atone for some of the shit I did. Hopefully I can.
It's literally the explanation for all fuck shit in reality right now. It is our entire existence as we're knowing it and witnessing it right now is simply a war of good versus evil.
Yeah. Well, look.
That's all it is.
Think about it like this, right? Spirituality is something that we're all born with. If you tap into it, religion is a construct to
Absolutely.
to keep people in control,
Yeah.
to keep people in fear, to keep people, willing through their guilt to or love of God to give up money to these churches.
Yeah.
That's a construct, but spirituality is to the self.
Yeah.
Like what you believe in and how you live life, whether upright or a piece of shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? These are the choices that you have, know, and people get it mixed up. People use religion as a shield, as a badge. And those are false fucking things, because it's not supposed to be a shield or a badge. Like, I'm better than you because I go to church and I praise God in the temple and all this other stuff. That's just a badge. But that badge don't mean shit if you ain't really upright.
Right. When they use them in a very negative way, like, if you don't do God hates if you don't do this. God hates you if you don't do this.
What do you know what God hates, right?
Yeah, like, dude, it's like, how are you speaking for him? And like, if you're supposed to be this all loving, welcoming thing, and then you're like, God is gonna hate you if you do this.
Well,
You're
it's
like,
And God hates hypocrites, and most of those people that are saying shit like that are hypocrites.
It's kind of fear. It's fear based.
Of course.
Yeah.
It's fear based.
We-
That's what it is. Because
fear mongering, right?
you hear someone say, no, well, God, if you do this, God is gonna not let you into heaven or strike you down or do anything. You're gonna be cursed or whatever. But it's fear.
Yeah.
And we as human beings, and it even says in the book to not judge each other. That's God's job, but yet we judge each other all the time. And some of the self-righteous people will tell you you're going to go to hell if you don't believe this way or that way or the other way.
Right.
And they ain't supposed to even be the judge of you like that.
Right.
Exactly.
And what I really do hate too is when religions tell you, well, if you don't believe in this, there's no other way to God. Like, literally.
Yeah.
Well, so what about people who literally live in places that never were introduced to Jesus? They go to hell? Like, literally, I really
Right.
mean that. Like, if you lived in Papua New Guinea.
Yeah, well, but yeah, exactly.
Why-
Before Jesus.
Even after Jesus, no one was like going to these tribes and
Yeah.
preaching it. So, like, if they followed their religion the best that they could, why would they be denied?
It was
Right.
You know what I mean?
Control. And that's why they took away the people that they enslaved, their religion, took
Right.
it away from them, and then try to convert them into something that then
If
they
you
can
didn't convert,
control-
they killed you.
they can control the people.
Yeah, I mean,
You
look, there are some good things in religion, right? If you follow it, but not as a fanatic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You could find it as a source of strength with other believers in that sense, like whatever the fuck this guy is saying up here, translating the word, trying to tell us what it means. Gives a fuck about that. When you're in a room full of believers, it might strengthen you, but as long as you're not on the fanatic level, because on the fanatic level, man, they will wash you, brainwash you,
Oh yeah.
and make you feel like you're better than others.
Yeah.
And believe me, you're not. You might be in a better situation than others, but that doesn't make you better than others. And this is the problem sometimes with Christianity, like
Oh, yeah.
hardcore, devout, fanatical Christians will sit there and tell you you're going to hell. Like, how the fuck do you know? Who are you? You are not God incarnate. You might have God in you, but you're not God to be telling someone you're going to go here or you're going to go there.
Yeah.
You don't know the future unless
Yeah.
you're blessed some way that
Yeah.
we don't know. It's totally hypocritical for a Christian to be telling another person they're supposed to be kind to that person, be like, look, you'll find God in your time.
Yeah.
As opposed to, if you don't find God right now, hell, brimstone, and fire, brother.
Like,
No.
wrestling match.
That's bullshit right
there. There
there.
was a thing I saw on IG or somewhere on the internet that this lady came up and she was giving a financial offering to the church. And he was and the preacher asked for a certain amount. Well, she was short. She gave what she could. And then he went down and he condemned her and says, now, I told you what I needed, what was needed, and everything like that. And getting the fear into her, like, okay, I'm going to do whatever. I'm going to, I'll get you the rest of that. You know what I mean?
I saw that clip. It
Pimpin'.
was
Oh man, the evangelists, the evangelicals, they're the worst.
Man.
This poor
They're the
lady-
worst motherfuckers
Yep.
because they're the ones that are totally eating off of the people, high on the hog shit. Some of them have luxury cars, jet planes,
Big
3,
house.
4, or 5 different estates with
Oh yeah.
all this shit.
They're-
Well, there are people that they're preaching to are struggling to make the money that they're giving to these cunts
Oh yeah.
to live high on the hog like this. And they say, well, God wants me to live
Yeah.
in places like this to show what is possible. What? To show that you could steal from people based off the word?
Who
Fuck out of here.
who was the one he was not, it wasn't Baker, but there was another guy. He said God told him in a dream that he had to fly private. And he had to
Kenneth
purchase
Copeland.
Kenneth Copeland.
Yeah,
Yes,
Copeland.
that guy. Yeah,
he's,
that guy.
he's one of the worst,
worst.
that motherfucker.
That was
right
him.
He's a piece of shit.
They
dude.
were
Yeah, he's a big
questioning
piece
him.
of shit. He got a devil face.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
all
sure
day.
does.
Or do you remember in the late '80s and in the early '90s when the Bakers?
Yeah, the
When-
baker.
dude, and Jim Baker was like, if I don't get $5 million by Saturday, God said He is going to strike me down.
Was
and
Billy
then
Graham?
was it Billy Graham too?
Was
Billy
he
Graham.
an
Billy Graham,
evangelist, right?
Yeah, and so these people would, send in everything, and they would get that money, and they were like, "Oh, thank you very much. God did not strike me
They
down."
were selling holy
I'm
water.
still here.
Still here, thank
that's
you to
Peter
you.
Popoff.
They were selling
Peter
holy
Popoff,
water.
holy water is magical.
Magical
holy
holy
water.
water.
If you
Yeah.
don't send me $5 million, God is gonna strike me down.
Crazy.
Then listen to that. I mean, just hear that. If you don't send me if I don't get $5 million by Friday, God said to me He was gonna strike me down.
Imagine if somebody in the audience said, "Man, I don't believe you."
Yeah.
Oh, they get thrown out.
Let's
Or
see.
somebody's in the car. Bullshit.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Like,
Yeah,
okay,
this dude-
bullshit.
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 He's a piece of
They
shit.
get struck
But wouldn't
down.
it be something if they did get struck down right there, Freddie?
be
Oh
awesome.
shit.
Man.
Hey, that'll make you believe in God.
That'll
real
make you
quick.
donate real fast.
Yeah. They'll set that up really
Let's
cool.
set that up. We're gonna have to, sacrifice brother Thomas, so that people could believe God is striking people down. We're just gonna send an electric charge and blow his ass up in front of the church.
People going to be signing over their houses and shit. You
I'm
know what
sure.
I mean? For that.
Oh yeah,
Whatever,
for that
whatever you
display.
need, whatever you ask for, I don't want to be struck down.
You guys saw what Drewski did, I'm sure. You guys saw
Oh.
when he did the whole evangelical.
Dude.
He got a lot of shit for
Oh,
it.
of course he
That
did.
was crazy.
Dude,
It was
and the crazy thing is, some of these moves that these churches are pulling now with the theatrics
Flying and
and
everything.
the production, it's
Yeah,
like,
production.
yo,
Well,
like,
yeah, I mean they got more money to do this shit.
Why
you know
you
what I'm saying?
flying, Holmes? Why you flying?
You know, they get mad at Drewski because he's clowning the evangelicals instead of getting mad at the evangelicals for
Doing it.
swindling people.
man.
You know what I'm saying? Like when they used to fake the healings that were happening there, or like getting people up out of the fucking wheelchair. He could walk
Well, what about
because
the-
that motherfucker
yeah.
could walk to begin with, motherfucker. Don't be trying to play games with us.
Or the guy that hits the forehead of then he goes,
Yeah.
boom, and
You are healed.
yeah. Oh my God, I can walk. I can walk.
Whips his jacket. Everybody falls down. The whole fucking thing. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, that shit is stupid.
The crazy part is most of that is just theatrics, but where it's crazy is some of it ain't, and that's the problem. You could probably dismiss almost all of it, except for the one little drop that is real, where things are actual and genuine miracles, where we actually manifest shit in this reality.
And it's fucked up because you don't even see it because you see all this fake shit, so you'll
Yep.
question when something
Yep.
real happens.
Yep,
Yeah.
And that happens all the time now.
that's right. That's the problem. You know what I mean? This shit actually does happen, but because there's so much nonsense, when it is happening, we just gloss right over it. Like, nah, it didn't happen.
Yeah.
True.
It's easier to believe the fuck shit. It's more exciting to believe the fuck shit than it is to believe the real shit. You know what I mean? And because people make such a display of the fuck shit, people are more prone to believe it. Well, that's so goddamn outrageous.
Yep.
It's got to be true. You know what I'm saying? This fucking devil.
Dude,
right
he's
here.
a devil. Look at that face, dude.
That's a devil. Right there.
When they questioned him about that jet.
Yeah, they want to talk
oh,
about
yeah.
a man of God. This is not like Jesus didn't travel luxuriously. He was in his sandals.
Word, bro.
Hey.
He was in his sandals with his crew walking from place to place. Wasn't even on a horse or a donkey or none of that
Bloody
shit.
feet.
How much did you get this plane for? He says, now that's none of your business.
Yeah.
Oh, he totally
He
deflected that.
probably
Yeah.
got it donated to him
And
by
not-
one of
not
his
transferred.
billionaire friends that needs to get saved every weekend. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of deflection, what are you guys shooting? Is this the first videos for serial killers?
Yeah,
First
today we're shooting a video for serial killers. This thing of ours, official video. I mean, we put out some clips on Instagram and other, to introduce the song. But, yeah,
Yeah, I love
Shit.
that trio.
that's a busy month for your boy right here. For all of us, actually, we're all working right now.
Working.
Really,
Y'all
We
go
all-
right into busy next month too, though. You ain't done.
yeah, we ain't done. This whole goddamn year is
Yeah,
work.
you ain't done.
Oh, this is
I
dope.
told myself I was going to slow down this year. No, there's
Oh, no.
no
Fuck
slowing
slowing
down.
You know, we had the most time off that we've had in years
Going into recording the album.
going into recording
Yeah.
the album. You know what I mean? And that was fun. That almost didn't seem like
That was cool.
that was fun.
Because we haven't done it like that in a long time.
Right.
You know, like the last couple albums, we pieced them together like in times where it's okay, we're home for a couple weeks. Let's get in there. Then we're out. Then we're back home. Oh, let's record a few more songs. That's not the way to record an album. You can't really get a vibe. Even though the Elephants on Acid and Back in Black were really dope to me. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
really dope songs. Muggs did his thing as always on Elephants, and Black Milk did an extraordinary job. But it would have been, I think, cooler if we didn't have all that road work in between. I think it would have came together faster, and it would have just had a slightly different vibe, because I think when you're on the momentum and you're working on something and there's no distractions within it, the vibe is different. And this one was definitely that, because we carved out the time. We didn't have to wait like, okay, we got 3 weeks of road work, and then coming back, I got to wait 2 weeks for my voice to heal up completely to be able to go record. And then eventually, after a week of recording, we're the fuck back out again, dealing with that same shit. To me, that just wasn't going to be the way. I don't anticipate us ever recording like that again. I think every time that we're going to do it, much like you guys do, you guys carve out a bunch of time that it's specific to rehearsal first, putting the ideas together, learning the ideas and coming up with it, and then rehearsing it, and then recording it, right? Something like that.
Have the vibe before you record.
Yeah, and you need time to do that shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
like Steph, do you still enjoy going into the big studio with the band and doing it like the older days, as opposed to like sending in a part, doing a part at the house and sending it in, or being in the studio by yourself to put down your part?
I fail miserably at doing anything at home. So going in the studios where it's always the funnest and the best.
Yeah, man.
The quality of it, every bit of it is a better quality in the studio.
Hey, salute to our bro, Kasaku Kali. I think that's it. Kasaku Kali. He's all the way in Africa and Uganda watching right now. He's been
Oh wow!
watching us for quite a while now. Salute to you, my friend.
Hell yeah.
I don't even know what time it would be there. What time would it be
It's
there?
forward.
It's
so
later.
evening.
It's later. It's
Probably
the next day.
10 hours away.
It's that
Later.
next day shit.
It says
for you, son.
8:33 p.m.
Yeah, it's tonight.
Oh, it's tonight.
That's the night.
Hey, we're a prime time night show for my dude right here. You know what I'm saying? In Europe, we're probably no, we're
9 hours
nighttime.
ahead.
Same
We're
time.
nighttime for them too.
Yeah.
So right now, Europe, if they're
Like
watching this,
6:34 in Europe.
we're evening for them.
Six
Right now.
something.
But if we're
Yeah.
like talking about Australia and
Oh,
Japan, we're talking about hours. We're next
15
day.
hours, 17
like-
hours.
It's tomorrow
What
morning.
is that, like 4 a.m. over there right now?
It's
tomorrow
I
morning.
think it's like 17 hours.
2
or
a.m.
something
in
crazy.
Japan,
Well,
2:30 in the
Australia's
morning.
Yeah.
Furthest.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, sorry,
Tomorrow
Japan.
morning.
Yeah, we're the morning show for Australia right now.
Yeah, we're late night.
just the whole day ahead.
We're really late night over there in Australia and Japan.
No, we're tomorrow in Australia.
No, we're
Yeah,
tomorrow.
tomorrow already.
Japan is 2
They're
a.m.
on the
So it's
next
probably
day.
it's
Where-
probably 4 in Australia, right?
Isn't the first isn't New Zealand the first? Who's the
They
first?
were going on New Year's,
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah,
New
like I think
Zealand.
the way that the timetable
Yeah.
works is that like
The
New-
Kiwis get it first.
Yeah.
Salute to all the Kiwis out there.
Yeah, their accents.
Pacific-
Australian accents.
Pacific-
New Zealand, great.
Pacific Islanders, all y'all. Salute. Yeah, it's kind of cool doing this early.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Because
You
we're
do
not
want-
as high. Because I mean, we're
Yeah, we're
smoking out before we do the afternoon show. We're like blitzed already.
You've been like high and sober, then high again and sober by the time you get to
The roller coaster ride is real.
the roller coaster. This is a straight up boom, wake and bake. I didn't even wake and bake at the house.
I didn't either. I usually I'm smoking before I get here, and I didn't do that
I
today.
didn't do it.
It's like, you know what?
Smoked one. That was it.
I'm
Usually
just
I
gonna
smoke a
wait
lot.
till I don't blame you though. You need it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely
dude.
do.
Hey, look, the only shit part about this time of the day was the drive here. That's
The
literally
traffic.
the only
Traffic.
shit part.
Right.
Morning traffic.
But leaving will be way better. I'll tell you that because usually when we leave, it's a nightmare.
Yep,
Like, I
leaving,
leave,
it's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for you most especially.
Yeah, going east is
Yeah.
real bad. Like or west, like coming in.
South.
You know, yeah, south too. Same shit.
So you'll get back at a decent
Easy.
time, like length of time.
By noon.
Yeah.
Around the crack of noon.
Because even on a Friday, traffic starts earlier. Like fucking 12:31. It's already starting to get fucked on Fridays.
Yeah.
Fridays are the worst. Really is. What's up with that subway? Like I've been watching them build that shit through what's it called? Like down Wilshire and all that.
You gonna watch him
Mad
for a
years.
while, Chief.
They've gotten a lot accomplished though. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they started that shit what in like
I-
2010?
I don't
maybe?
know how I feel about an underground subway here in California, being that we got earthquakes. I mean,
when was our last one?
like, how do you how do they prepare for that?
Around the structure they
Yeah,
have
this-
to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that, but I mean,
Reinforced. I don't know. I hear you. We don't really deal with that shit in New York. We don't really get earthquakes, and if they do, they're like 2
I mean, we had an underground system here for a time, but
But like San Francisco, I mean, which gets crazy earthquakes too. A lot of their stuff is underground. All of
Yeah.
their whole rail
a lot of it used to be. You know what I mean? But I mean, that's why it's shit all through America. There's like underground systems.
Oh yeah.
Some of them have been shut down and no one ever sees them. Some of them are still in use, and some of them are used for secretive, like, if they want to fucking have something travel from one place to another, but they don't want no one to necessarily see it.
Yeah.
Right.
Like there's been a conspiracy, which is probably not a conspiracy. It's probably real that there's an underground highway,
Mm-hmm.
in the United States that only the military can use.
You can go underground from coast to coast
Yeah.
completely and border to border
Mm-hmm.
and never come up.
So if they were to catch let's just say, a UAP or UFO, like they crashed somewhere, they could take it and go to this place and take it to one of the bases underground or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
That type of shit. We'll never see it,
Mm-mm.
Like
but
right now,
whistleblowers have said it
our
exists.
metro, there's only one line that goes. Majority of it is underground.
Is that
That's
the
going-
red?
Yeah, that's the red line.
Yeah.
That's going like the North Hollywood
Yeah.
from
Goes from-
downtown.
Yep. From Union Station to North Hollywood.
Yeah.
There's a whole city of Los Angeles under the city of Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah. Living
A
in
lot of
old tunnels.
A lot of tunnels.
A whole population of people.
Well,
Yeah, there-
I mean, there's a bunch of caverns here in the United States, other than just underground city stuff. Like Chicago has an underground
Yep.
structures and shit like that, like 4 days.
Yep.
And people live there.
Ooh, I mean, and
gotta
that's
see the
old.
one-
That's old building too. You know what I mean? Like that back in the day. That's when there was like
Bro, Vegas. You have to
Vegas.
see the
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
heard about that too. yeah.
Vegas has literally an entire community that
tunnel.
lives underground.
The
The
tunnel
tunnel.
people.
Crazy,
The
yeah.
tunnel people.
Crazy big.
Yeah.
That thing is wild. I've seen videos where people like,
Dude, there's
bring you
people
to
that
a
go to
tour.
jobs and do stuff, and they go and they go work their jobs, and in the city.
back.
Then they go back.
It's
Wow.
like that in every single city. We are all busy with our lives above ground every day, trying to make that money, pay them bills that ain't no one looking underground, except for all them explorers, and they all seeing it, and they throwing up some pieces too.
Yep.
And those motherfuckers got to be careful down there.
Hell yeah, you do. You can't just go walking underground.
Yeah, yeah. You can't be an outsider in that community.
Mm.
It's just like there's places above ground where
Yep.
people live in canyon areas that are off the grid.
Mm-hmm.
And if you go into those communities, they'll fucking roll you out.
Man.
I remember Timmy C was telling us one time he was biking, through this area that was like, bunch of hills and hiking trails and shit like this, but it's off the grid. And when he got to this one particular spot that you couldn't really see from anywhere else until you got there, like that there's a community of people living in their tents built up and all kinds of other shit, wood structures and stuff like that, shit that is not compliant. And he rolled off into that spot and he was like, oh shit, exploring the place, and then someone came out and tried to chase his ass out, jumped on his bike and went back on the trail. And it's a group of people living off grid.
City
Like
folk,
Slab City? Is that Slab City?
city
like-
people.
Well, these guys were in the forest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they weren't in like any part of the city. They were like outside of the city in like a, like hill forest type of shit
State park.
where it's off grid, and
They don't want they don't want outsiders in there.
yeah, and he was on a biking trail that led him into this one spot that he stumbled into. People that had built this little small community right there that was off grid, much like people in the fucking tunnels. Like,
Watch the movie The Matrix again if you haven't seen it.
Never saw
It is our reality. In city life, there's this artificial reality of peace and all harmony and all this. When you leave this city life and get back into nature and reality, you will find out how wild existence really is, because we ain't living in real wild.
What city are you talking about that was peaceful and
No, but
No,
I'm just talking about. I'm talking about like modern comforts, technology, housing, cars, etc.
well, there's places here, in the United States that people are living without any of that shit.
yeah,
yeah.
of course.
Totally off grid.
Dude.
No phones, no TVs, no nothing. They're just
Yes.
they're dealing with what they're dealing with, and that's something that will continue.
off
know?
grid is dope if you could do it. Bless you, man. Shit. Just
Yeah.
enjoy life without the added burdens of everything else. Just focus on living and eating and enjoying your life. Fuck.
But that's what I'm talking about: city living versus not city living. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
City life, we have everything, food, all the comforts of life.
There's comforts in city life, but it's not a lot of peace and harmony.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, yeah, but-
Comforts and things that can help you deal with what you're dealing with, but serenity is not one of them. So like if you want that, you have to go away from the city to get that. But then you sacrifice the comforts
That's
and all
a
the
different mind.
all the little things that you have available to you in the city that aren't available in these other fucking places. So you got to figure out, okay, where am I here? Do I need this more, or am I good with can I survive in this?
Are you more likely to be eaten by an animal in the city or outside of the city?
Well, it depends on where you are outside of the city.
Because that's a comfort that I'm talking about when you're living in civilization. In civilization,
I don't want to get eaten by an animal.
you don't have to worry about being eaten.
Nature is hard.
Generally
Yeah.
speaking.
You're like on the top in the city. You're at the top of the food.
Let me tell you, fuck that animal. If I'm living outside of the city, in the forest areas or any of that, I have me a weapon, and
Oh,
that
man.
animal is my fucking food at that point.
Taking them all out.
Yeah, you better
All of
catch me while I'm asleep, animal. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be a cougar, a wolf, a coyote,
A bear.
I'll bet. Well, yeah, a bear. You need a bigger gun.
Rip his heart out.
You need a
Yeah.
bigger gun for a bear.
You need
they don't go. They don't go easy.
You need to unload the clip to the brain
Hey,
on a bear.
speaking of bears, right? they had this story on KTLA for months about this dude who lived in Altadena or Pasadena, one of the Dinas, and he had this huge big ass black bear that was just not leaving
Living on the
underneath of his
bottom,
crib.
right?
Yeah, it was living on the bottom of his house, tearing his piping up and all the shit down there, the ducks under the fucking crib. And he could hear the bear every night just like fucking thrashing through shit and making himself at home. And he'd see the bear come out, go try to cover the thing where he was getting under the house. Bear would tear it out. And this was the bear's favorite spot, right? So he tried for months to get the city or the people that deal with the animals and shit like that to come get the bear out. They would not do shit for him.
He had a pet bear.
He had a pet bear that he didn't want, right? So these guys that are from another state, I can't remember, they saw this on KTLA and realizing realizing that the services here for helping people like this were laxed, and the city ain't trying to do shit about it. They came from whatever city they were or whatever state they were to help this guy get the bear out. So what they did, ice cold shit, they got paintball guns with rubber balls and a bunch of shit that made noises, and they were just pelting the bear because those paintballs weren't going to hurt the bear. They were just going to annoy it, scare it because of the sound of the pops.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what they did. They went in there and shot around the bear to get him to try to come out. And as he's coming out, they don't shoot him when his face is up there, but they're shooting around him, and then they start shooting him in the ass when he's running out. Say, yeah, that's right. Get out of here. And you see this big ass bear come from, I mean, you've seen it.
Yeah.
That was
He
big.
comes out the fucking bottom and he goes and fucks off. And then these guys who are experts in this shit, they do this. They show, hey, look, you can board this shit up all day, but he's just going to come back down and tear it. So what they did was they put these little electrodes on the foot pads of where the bear was standing to rip the shit, and then put pads along where he was ripping out. And when he went back, because the bear went back to try to get in, and he's
Got shocked
and fucked right off. Found another house.
That. Yeah.
Yeah.
Found another house to burrow in.
Oh, a little
right.
baby.
A little baby.
Look
bear.
at Eric. He's like, get me the fuck out of here. You guys are scaring the shit out of me. Imagine that big ass bear comes out your house, dog.
Hey, bro.
Dude.
Ah, hell no.
I would have had a nice little pet bear.
That thing is huge.
Well-
Dude, I don't want that.
Hey, Yogi.
Yeah.
Unless you raised it like
boo-boo.
Look at him. He's like, fuck.
Oh man,
This
this thing is not
man.
nice.
Yeah, this has become inconvenient. I'm out of here. Look at, he's moving the gas thing. Did you see that?
Yeah, dude.
I love watching the Russians with their bears, like the shit that they do up there in Russia. Like bro, they're crazy. Like drinking vodka with it.
Yeah, they're
wrestling
cool with
it.
their bears.
Yeah.
They've mastered kicking it with the bears.
Yeah, they really have. Like when you see somebody on, I've seen them riding him, like jump on his back, crazy shit. Like that's next level gangster. You're gonna jump on a bear's back. I don't care how well you know it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, there you go. See, look.
Look at this. That's his boy.
He's on
People, let me tell you about my best friend.
No.
Oh, the bear. Look at that.
Ah, look, the bear was trying to get a handful of ass.
Yeah, he was.
A little paw, a paw full of ass.
Let me tell you about my bear friend.
You know, like I would imagine, like the bear, you raise the bear. It's just like the dog.
Dog.
He's
It's your
just
homie.
maybe smarter, but and more powerful, obviously. But bears can sense when you're afraid of them and when they should fear you and when you fear them and all that
Like
shit.
the people that have, that you see them with like a tiger cub. They be real small, they raise and whatever like that. And you see them getting bigger and bigger and like raising them like a house cat.
About trust.
Trust.
It's about trust.
Yeah,
That's what I'm talking
And
about.
they got to trust you
yeah.
and feel comfortable with you like 100%.
Okay, so that's the difference, and that's what I was talking about, the difference between civilization versus the wild, right? In civilization, we have trust amongst each other. Generally speaking, we're safe. It's, it's peaceful for the most part. There's not a lot of trust in nature.
Yeah, I mean, look at this guy.
Jumps
He's
on
just,
his
just
back.
fucking
There,
I'm
I
drinking
know,
vodka,
this is
riding
it.
my pet beer.
That was the one I was talking about. Vodka and riding the bear. It's ridiculous.
Like, cause to that bear, him riding his back is like a massage to that bear.
And he definitely raised it.
Yeah, he
Oh,
definitely
they love you.
is.
Yeah, they
So dangerous though, man. Dude, that bear could just in a heartbeat just turn around and just slice you.
The bear knows he's not going to hurt him, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all.
But in a
Boy.
moment's notice, that
You
could
know, you
happen.
remember that
It could.
that
Yeah,
TV
right?
show, The Life and Times of Grizzly Adams?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh,
Yeah.
Grizzly Adams was great.
Homie had his pet bear, you know what I mean, that was rolling with him.
Grizzly.
Grizzly bear.
It was
Because,
huge.
because men or human beings could live with these animals, but just in the wild, it's slightly different. These bears grew up with their trainers or with people and shit like that, so they're friendly.
We grew up
Right.
with grizzly bears.
But you come across a wild bear and a pissed off one, it's not gonna be so friendly. It's gonna tear your ass up. Like, I don't know if you remember this, but there was this dude and his wife, and they were conservation people, and they were also people that were like trying to protect bears and create understanding with people that like, hey, they're not your enemy. You don't have to be so afraid, but there's ways that you have to be. And they were trying to be like the examples, right? And they were filming something, and dude approaches one of the wild bears, and that bear shreds his ass up and then comes for wife and eats both of them
Yeah.
while the camera's rolling.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Nature don't
Yeah.
fuck
Yeah.
around, man.
It was pretty gnarly because I believe it was in Faces of Death or something like that, or one of those shows like that where it's showing dude getting tore up, like the bear like ripping through him. And bears don't usually eat people, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The 70s was the last of this. We had Wolfman Jack in the 70s. We had Grizzly Adams. And that's when that was the last years of the grizzly bears being wild in our state.
I think this guy right here influenced all the other
Oh.
guys that was trying to do what he was doing to say, fuck that.
Yeah. Now, if I remember, didn't Grizzly Adams, or maybe Beery could look this up, but I think Grizzly Adams got killed by one of his bears.
No.
Oh no! There was someone that raised a bear, and maybe it wasn't Grizzly Adams, but there was someone that raised a bear, and he ended up getting.
It might have been this fucking guy over here.
Oof. I mean, that's a dangerous business, man.
I mean, there are risks when you are hanging out with a bear.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like tigers or any of them. What's
Yeah.
it called? The trainers. One of them got fucking mauled on stage. What was it with the
Oh,
white
Siegfried
tiger?
and Roy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they raised it from a little cub,
Everybody.
And also
It-
whipped it and did other things.
All it takes
too.
is one little thing, and bears, and animals remember the things you do to them.
Oh, comedian.
Like remember we were doing that thing with that fucking elephant 2-3 years ago, where this lady that abused this fucking elephant died, and at the funeral, the fucking elephant showed up and stomped out her fucking dead body.
Absolutely.
Greatest.
Because
was crazy.
elephants are known for having a great memory, so they remember when they're abused, and I would imagine, all animals remember this type of shit.
I mean, even from cats, you know what I mean?
Oh.
Like, you can be real mean to a cat, and the cat will not forget.
Have you ever seen the video
Yes.
footage of this
It
shit?
is wild.
Yeah,
It's
dude.
fucking wild.
Like the Kool-Aid
Like
man
the-
comes
the-
flying through the wall.
the
Oh yeah.
the elephant doesn't attack anyone else.
Just the corpse.
It just goes after the fucking corpse of the lady.
And it traveled to get there, by the way. That the thing knew, like, followed the scent. That's the thing, too. If they get a scent
GPS.
on you, bro, miles away, they could track you down. Like, they're crazy. Their memory and their smell is like nothing else.
Yeah.
All that shit is like, I remember the movie Grizzly, this B movie, and that led me to like not want to really go camping out there in the wild. Just
Just like Jaws made you not want to go in the ocean.
exactly, that was it, because they got claws that big. I mean, they stand up on 2 feet.
And they're like 8 feet, 9 feet.
What are you doing with that?
Bro,
You're-
like
you're-
Kodiak.
You're not doing anything, because if you run, they could catch you.
Yeah.
Oh,
fast.
It's not like bears, bears run, 35 miles an hour or
something
some shit
that.
like this?
30, 35.
You ain't running that fast. And you ain't going to climb a tree on it. That's why they tell you to play dead, because that's the best thing you could do.
Depends what kind of bear.
Yeah,
They
depending
say
on the bear.
Black,
Yeah.
fight back. If it's brown, lay down. If it's white, good night. Meaning
Good night.
The polar bears, there's nothing you could do. If they're coming after you, you're done.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you lay down, yell, your food.
You better hope you have something to like shoot that bear or stab that bear or something.
Something.
Don't pet that dog.
So
There was a guy that was there was a Russian guy in the North Pole that lived with polar bears, and he had a shotgun, but he almost never had to use it, and he had one philosophy, and that was to be the bigger bear. So he always made sure to stand tall, be loud, be more aggressive, and that was how he always treated the bears, and that was how the situations were diffused. But if that didn't work, he had the 12 gauge to go to.
12 gauge or a big ass caliber. Hey, so yesterday, right? I want to speak to the age strike violation that we got yesterday.
What?
Yeah, so we got struck with an age restriction flag yesterday, and it was for dangerous and harmful activities, right? And this is what we usually get, and it's always when we play a clip, right? So the clip we played yesterday was this genius, bringing his what was it, ATV? He was loading his ATV at the top of this thing. He didn't fall. He actually accomplished what he had set out to do, but because he could have been harmed in the act of this, they flagged us for
Did they
harmful.
show you that they flagged you there?
Well, that's the only reason they could have flagged us, because we didn't play any other clip where someone's like looking like they could have fell or hurt themselves. And now, so it's any clip we play, even if it's someone not hurting themselves. So the other day when we played dude that climbed that building.
Yeah.
We got an age restriction for that because that's deemed as harmful and dangerous activities.
What?
Crazy.
So whenever we play something like that, like, so if you send submissions and it's something like that, we're getting flagged for that. Even though no one's gotten hurt, it's the possibility of someone getting hurt doing the feat that they're doing.
And when they flag you, they demonetize or take money from
Well, yeah, they're taking more than half. They're
Yeah, so
taking
that's
probably
their
about 3/4 of your monetization with that, and you can't even dispute it.
So they just,
Like, I've tried to dispute it. Like, hey, there was no harm. Like, in the dispute, there were no dangerous or harmful activities present in the video. But even though that guy that did that didn't hurt, he put himself at risk in their eyes, and we're playing that, so we get the age restriction. So that means if you want to watch it or watch that particular show, you have to sign in, prove you're 18 to watch that. And there ain't no one getting hurt.
it's a scam to get your money.
And it's
Literally.
it's a scam to get our money here
Exactly.
at this show and shows like ours, because we're not the only ones going through it. We're just one of many, but this is the type of fuck show that YouTube is running right now, unfortunately, that, you could play a video that's not a fail, but if it's, if that person could have gotten hurt on that road to the win, they're even marking that up as dangerous and harmful activities. I mean, I could imagine that, like, if we had a shot of C-, let's just say, trying to dunk a basketball, right? And he gets hooked on the rim and falls down. And it's not like a bad fall, just a fall.
Yeah.
Dangerous and harmful activities.
What?
You know what I don't get? I watch a million videos on YouTube of people getting hurt because it's hilarious. How do those stay up?
Yeah, how
know
do you
what I mean?
flag us for that, but
Yeah.
you allow it
Maybe they pay.
on your network?
Maybe they pay a little something.
That's retarded.
It's all about money. That's what
Maybe
I'm
it's
saying.
all about.
It's just it's bullshit, though. You know what I mean? That's hypocrisy at its finest. You're flagging us because we're running clips that you already have here
right.
that are public,
Right.
right? But you're allowing those to monetize and go viral on their own. That is the biggest hypocrisy of all, especially when no one is getting hurt or harmed. I mean, I remember one of our first age restriction flags was there was a clip of this dude who he was kind of drunk outside of his building. His homies come and throw some firecrackers by his crotch.
That was hilarious.
Right? And he's like, oh, like he's just scared. He didn't get hurt. And he wakes up and it's the end of the clip and his homies are laughing at him. We got a dangerous, harmful activities on a minor flag. The guy was like in his 40s and they were talking about there was dangerous, harmful activities to a minor.
That's that AI shit. They scan it.
No, this was
not
before.
right.
This was before the AI shit, and I fucking hit him up. I said, "Hey, we got this video right here on YouTube, and it's a 40-year-old man."
Right.
Yet they kept that strike on. They rejected my appeal and all that, right? And this is the get down, and I think they do it mostly to cannabis-related accounts because we're known as cannabis activists, consumers, advocates, and all that stuff. This show ain't even really about that, but they treat it like that. So we get unfair flags.
Is YouTube like Instagram where you can't get people on the phone? Like it's just
Yes.
through like email?
They got an AI chat bot,
They don't
and
want
they
you to
it acts as if it's a human being, like the way it responds to you. But no, they don't got humans looking at any of this shit.
Instagram and YouTube literally do need a real customer service line for people who have business accounts. Their account is their whole life.
They probably had it when they first started.
Got too big.
Think about it like this, right? We start the show off with the disclaimer saying this show is not for kids, it's for adults and all this other shit. Yet they still we click the function where it says no, this show is not for kids. Right? So it's already letting YouTube know that this is an adult-based show.
Yes.
So if we're already claiming this, why are we getting these age restrictions? I mean, shouldn't there be like an internal thing where they're, like not allowing kids to watch our show because we've put it into the post like beforehand that this is not a show for kids? Like, why would you give us an age restriction when we've already said this and have a disclaimer, and yet you're still putting these flags on us like we're doing it freely, like we're not putting a disclaimer and we're not adding that tab when we go live. That it's not like the tab says it's the show's for everyone, right? What are the two options, Beery, when you go on? This show's not meant for kids, and then the other one is.
Yeah, let me double check again. The show's not meant for kids. And would you like to? No, don't restrict my video to viewers over 18 only.
Yeah. So if we had that without the disclaimer, I could see us getting these age restrictive flags.
Yeah.
But we go out of our way to put a disclaimer on it and then claim that before we go out saying this show is not for kids.
They already have eyes.
Yeah, so you already know. And then so they, like whatever AI system that they got watches, like supervising all these shows, they just hit us anyway.
They need a customer service, even if they charge you for it. Like,
Yeah.
I would pay $5 a month to know that if something happens to my account, I can get somebody on the phone.
That's the thing. All this shit is free, so they're like, "Fuck you." But if you were paying,
Yep, I'd
That's
pay
the
for
thing.
it.
You have to pay.
I would pay too.
Right?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
if I could pay to
think
have a
everybody would.
customer service motherfucker straighten out some of this bullshit that we got going on here, yeah, that would be worth the money. But like, they don't offer that because
They should.
it's too many people that they do this to that they would have to deal with.
I mean,
And if they would
imagine-
admit to this, then class action lawsuits would happen. Like, you're discriminating against many of our accounts for no goddamn reason.
Money.
I mean,
Money.
Money, no, look, money
Money.
is power until it actually meets power.
Imagine.
Yeah, and unless
imagine-
go ahead, sorry.
I mean, I said, imagine the fact that you have these companies that they don't want to have a customer service, and you imagine how many calls they would get per day. You wouldn't even be able to get through.
And look, it's owned by Google, YouTube, right? they don't want to have to deal with any of the shit.
Yeah.
It's too much. I mean, when you think about how many users YouTube has and how many people they're doing this to, because again, we're not the only ones. Yeah, it would be impossible for them to deal with that. And then admitting that they're doing some of this, yeah, they open themselves to a class action lawsuit. No one is going to sue YouTube by themselves because you're trying to sue Google. How are you going to win that? You know, you would have to have a community of motherfuckers hitting them with lawsuits over the discrimination.
They got deep pockets. You wouldn't be able to.
Yeah, you wouldn't win that.
No.
Yeah. Like crazy numbers that Barry can maybe confirm or give the real number, but I think it's like 1 million. When you think of how many users YouTube has, like when 1 million videos get uploaded an hour,
That
you know what I mean? So how could you ever have a customer service?
Well, no, that's why if I didn't mean $5, but you got to charge premium tier, $19.99 a month. You have that. Like they can generate if you have millions or billions, however many users, you could generate a lot of money.
Think about it. A lot of these companies used to source their HR or customer service to India.
They still do,
right?
Yeah, they still do.
Yeah. And now they're going to AI, so you ain't even dealing with someone in another country. You're dealing with a fucking computer system.
Yeah. Instagram
with a
does that
program.
shit. They'll fucking flag you or take something down that's absolutely not what
No.
it says it is. You appeal it, you lose, you have nowhere to go. You could lose your account for it. Like
You have to wait.
with it.
You have to wait till they decide to communicate with you, or decide, okay, you've served your time in IG prison, so you can have your shit back.
It is all in
Oh,
the
it's
loop.
it's
What the-
3
what-
point.
All right, what do we see in here? Read it to us, Barry.
So C- was asking about videos uploaded to YouTube per hour. It says around 108,000 to 150,000 videos per hour based on estimated daily uploads of about 2.6 to 3.6 million videos per day.
What about live streams?
But another one is suggests YouTube receives about 20 million videos. Oh yeah, wow.
Which could
crazy.
include like shorts and everything like that as well.
Yeah, it's
Dude.
any type of video.
That's amazing.
But what about live streams?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Ooh,
I
per
know
hour?
it is. That's why I asked.
Per hour though. I mean, there's so many.
Nah, it's all an illusion. You know, that's like having unlimited data, right? Like,
What do you mean?
I got high speed, unlimited data until I hit a certain amount of data,
Yeah.
and then they throttle my ass back. I'm like, what are you talking about? It's not unlimited. If you're gonna throttle me back at 25 gigs, turn that motherfucker. How much can I pay for the Emperor package where you never throttle it?
Do they
I
all
want
do
to
that?
give. I want to give you more so you can give me all. How much do I gotta give?
They'll do that for you till the new technology comes, and then they're gonna charge you another fee to like, okay, well, we got
You
this new
can't
shit.
get it. You can't buy it. The Emperor package is not available.
It's never gonna be available, and
Never
and if
available.
it is,
You
it'll
gotta be the Emperor.
If it is available, it'll be available till the time where they find something that kicks ass even more, and then they're gonna charge you for that.
The king is not gonna make you king.
do they all do that?
True
by the
that.
way?
Yeah,
Guys,
no, that's the
that.
last thing the king is gonna do.
No,
What? Give up my throne to you? Nah.
not on
And
this.
you know, these companies like YouTube, they're so big that even if you want to try to complain and everything, oh, you know, you don't want to be on us anymore. Leave. They've got enough.
Close your account.
They close your account.
Yeah, we don't need your
They
shit.
don't need you. You know,
That's true because they don't need anybody.
they don't
No.
need anybody.
They don't need you so much they won't even hit you with a response.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they totally ghost you. They're the kings of the ghosts.
The master goat.
Master ghosts.
Nothing bigger
Early
than
on.
YouTube in that category, right?
Yeah.
In that
No.
category, nothing bigger than YouTube.
Used to be.
Netflix next. because you
Used
gotta
to
pay-
be because YouTube didn't always stream. They were only just uploading of videos of any sort, right?
Correct.
The kings of the streaming were Stickam and Ustream, and then eventually a couple of others that came after them. But Ustream, after Stickam dissolved, they were the biggest. But when Facebook started streaming, a lot of people were streaming there, and people were kicking ass there. I mean, we were kicking ass on Facebook for a long time until
Facebook started all the streaming.
it's until we fucking we're getting flagged by Facebook, and the flags by Facebook, I get those flags. I get those flags, and I can't blame Facebook for those particular flags because we were playing a lot of music, and at the time they didn't have a music license. So like, all of our DJs that were playing any kind of music on Facebook during those live streams were getting us flagged left and right for copyright violations and shit like that. So they eventually, Facebook was the first to put the cap on us and limit our content distribution because of that. Now they have music licensing and all that, so you can DJ on Facebook and all that shit. But we still have those residual flags on our fucking shit. So when we try to get the numbers that we used to have on Facebook, we can't get them because Facebook won't give it to
See,
us.
back then though, when you got those flags, they were still humans that were doing it, and you were able to call somebody and you can dispute a little bit. Now you've lost some jobs, they've been replaced by AI. So now, what they say is final word. You can't dispute nothing. It's final.
Yeah. If they,
I think X would be an excellent place to do the live streams from because, people engage there, but they don't have the chat room availability yet. Like the way that
Right.
Facebook has it. You could still stream on Facebook, but like it's not even worth our time because as many followers as we do have and our traffic that we used to get, the minute the BREALTV page opens it up, they just
right.
kill the numbers real quick. And so does IG. They'll kill the numbers, but this happens on all these platforms when you violate their so-called rules and regulations and all that shit.
Yeah.
How was Twitch with violations and shit?
Twitch is cool. It's just that they're just more built around games. Like if we were playing video games, yeah, we'd probably get bigger numbers on Twitch than we do.
Yeah.
It's
Not really good for like this type of stuff.
For this, it's okay.
Yeah, for this it's great.
For this, it's okay. It's not great. It's okay. You know what I mean? Because it's more built for gaming. Even the DJ shit. I mean, if you're like a really well-known DJ, you might get some great numbers, but it's really based off gaming. They want to see motherfuckers playing games.
Like a couple years ago, the DJ program when they created an official DJ program, but the people that were DJing compared to the gamers was actually 1%.
Yeah,
like as DJs were 1% compared to the 99% gamers. That was just because people, you've seen when people go on there and there's like 40,000 in a chat or just like it's crazy.
Yeah,
if you want to get any love there, you got to be highlighted, right? Just like in any of these places, right? Like YouTube could hit that highlight button or whatever function that they got where we're going out to more people through recommendation and suggestion. Right? Like right when you open up your shit, oh, there are these guys. Go, well, let me check this out.
Yeah.
All the platforms have this, from Twitch to TikTok to Facebook, YouTube, and the rest. If you have their attention and they like you, they will highlight you and you will get those numbers. If you're not on their radar, you're building all that shit up yourself. And when you build it up, still they have to allow it to get to everybody that you built it up to. Like, the way we build up our numbers on Instagram, right? You build all that shit up, and then Instagram limits how many of those followers actually sees what you're putting up. And that is the biggest fuck shit. Like, you got us on your platform to try to build up and get as many eyeballs and ears on what we're putting here, and we get to a certain point, then you start limiting it, or you shadow ban some of us.
About money too, you could fucking pay to get it up there, correct?
Now you
could
can
boost,
Now you can boost. They want you to pay.
Pay.
If you got something to promote,
right?
Like, you could boost whatever your little content is. They don't mind that. Like, they make money off of like, oh, I'm gonna take a picture of this cup and then I'm gonna fucking boost it, right? They love that shit, and they'll fucking they'll let a lot of people see that.
Yeah.
Right? But realistically, it's meant for, like, if I'm trying to sell this cup, I want to sell you this cup. And I got to promote this cup, so let me boost it. And depending on how much you put on it is what they're going to allow to see it, obviously. And this is the same thing they do with this platform on YouTube. You could promote the channel, or you could promote a video for them to unlock the viewers to actually see it. That's the fuck shit. You got all these viewers that should just go out to them, notify them when it's out. Why do I got to pay for a fucking boost if you've had me all this time? If the premise is to build up your followers, subscribers, what have you, you know, and then you limit to what they could see, like, and then they got to pay for my shit to be seen by people who are already following me. Because that's basically you're paying to market to the rest of your base, and maybe some people outside of that. It's fucking ridiculous.
I take it TikTok is shitty, right? Meaning like heavily restricted, because they're like number 2 in streaming.
I think so now.
Right?
Now
I know
a
their
little bit.
content with weed and stuff, they shut accounts down.
Yeah, I heard with.
I heard
TikTok.
that.
Well, they said
really
that the since the new owner took it took hold of the company, that they've had a lot of people leaving TikTok.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's still big, the biggest
It's
platform.
still big,
right?
yeah.
Bigger than Instagram right now. I would
But
say
people-
TikTok, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
people
like-
are finding other platforms
I
to
don't
go to.
use it.
Yeah, they're
Me
fine.
neither. I'm just saying the younger generation, they don't even really use Instagram.
Yeah.
Younger kids are TikTok.
No, they go to Telegram,
Yeah.
other shit
TikTok,
like
yeah.
this, Kick.
Yeah, there's a
Oh,
couple other ones too that are new. But yeah, they've been also censoring. TikTok has been censoring, so people are like, "All right, I'm out of here." They're going to find the next thing. You know what I mean?
Well, they're all going to end up censoring. That's the thing. You're never going to get away from that. Like, there is no app that's not going to have censorship to it, because it all has to go through, you know, all the regulations that every other app has to go through for you to be able to consume that app. So, you know, you might get away with some little fuck shit here that they don't see in the beginning, but once they get the admins and all their AI shit in place, yeah, no site is safe unless it's an adult-based site, like an OnlyFans type of fucking deal. You're not gonna do the fuck shit on none of these, not the actual fuck. I'm saying you're not gonna do craziness that they don't allow on some of these apps where kids are on them.
I think.
You know what I mean? They'll allow you for a little while, and then they put the handcuffs on you.
Exactly.
I think Spain just did one of those, made it where you got to be 16 to be on any social media.
Yeah,
Heavily.
a few countries.
Yeah.
Dope.
They're charging, like, let's say it's TikTok. They're charging them to come up with a way, saying you have to figure out things that not only does it's for 16, we want it to actually work. Like, you
Look,
have to
there's a lot of
validate
crazy
it, not just
shit out there.
not just click a box that says yes, I'm 16. So they actually have to make it where it's like you really gotta what do you call it? Like validate who you are and
Age
who-
verification and all
real
that. Yeah, yeah.
verification.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's
Good.
That's fine. That's fine.
Keep the
but
young kids
Dude.
off that shit.
Oh, dude, I mean, look, with Stickam, Jeff Rose said it in the in the fucking chat room. How crazy and unhinged and off the hook was Stickam?
It was wild.
It
You
was
could do
wild.
anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we would have guest cams, right? Next to the big cam. So if you're seeing this, you'd have 8 other cameras there where we'd put fans into those cameras. And depending on who you had in there, they were all doing something different. Some were just watching and engaging, and others were doing shit in the cams. Like, we would have this chick who would like to pole dance. Well, she was watching and listening to the show, and she wanted to be watched. So she did pole dances, and there was other guys in their grow rooms showing us what they had. And then there was other motherfuckers doing coke.
And they didn't
And-
flag you or
and-
none of that shit.
No, they didn't flag us. They could have if their admins were watching at that point. They sure could have flagged
There was
us.
sex. There were people having sex,
Some people flashing
flashing, all
cameras.
that stuff.
It was pretty uncontrollable at that point, and that's why they
Damn.
couldn't get
That's all
They-
real life, though. That's what's happening
Yeah.
in life.
but-
the camera was just showing.
But
it.
all that stuff right there caused them to go away because they could not get like
Funding.
a corporate sponsor endorsement to like put money into the
You know,
company, because the thing is that they had the best technology, but their servers cost so much because they had over 10 million users, and motherfuckers was on Stickam going. and because we were one of the bigger shows there. I mean, our show's not for nothing, because we were featured, right? Because the people at Stickam realized I was doing this with frequency. One of them was good friends with Kenji, and they saw what we were doing, and they were like, we need to feature these guys. So we were getting like, I'd say 250,000 views within like less than an hour.
Yeah.
Great, that's
It was
great.
huge. We'd have like 40,000 people watching our live stream. Like in the room, 40K, 50K, sometimes 100K.
Easy.
Well, nothing
we're like-
changed. You
and-
just got restricted.
Well, no. Here's the thing, and this is why I said this earlier. You know, they had the feature capability. We could have been like any other show and just getting humble views and stuff like that. You know, maybe not 100,000 people within the hour, maybe more like 25,000 people. But because we had the feature, we were right at the front window. Right when you signed in, we were the first thing you saw, right? And this is the same shit that YouTube and the rest could do, but when they don't get down with your account, you ain't gonna be in those feature spots to get more views from people that maybe ain't subscribing to you yet or locked into your channel yet. That was the possibility of winning people over. Right here, the way they got us is like only our core fan base knows we're on. You know what I mean? And unless they share it out, other folks don't necessarily see it because it's not popping up in notifications. It's not popping up in suggestions or recommendations where you fucking just pop it. Oh, fuck, this is what's live right now. They have those capabilities to put your shit in those slots. But if you're not in good standing with them, you're never going to be in those slots. And apparently for Facebook and YouTube, we are not in good standing to have those type of slots. We're working our way back up, but they don't make it easy.
You had said, talking about Stickam, that they had to get away 'cause they couldn't afford like the server space or something. I don't think some people understand like the
server,
amount, like the amount of space, and not just space, energy you need to not only run those servers but cool them.
Yeah.
Like right now with AI, I don't know if you know, but AI requires a ton of servers, hardware, and cooling. So they're trying to figure out how are we going to keep up with this. Two different ways that their scientists are building it now. One, underwater. So they go underwater, keep it cool, keep it underneath, like keeps it a steady temperature. The next ones are going to be in space. They're going to start literally talking about the cloud. I know Stef laughs, of course, but satellites, just like a satellite.
Right.
When they shoot it up there, it's like what? Absolute zero. It's the coldest temperature. So all they got to do is basically regulate insulate the thing, and they'll be able to keep those servers cooler. Because right now they're panicking. They're like, we can't keep up with cooling these things and powering.
I hear it's a threat to our water supply for
Oh,
sure.
for sure.
Imagine
For water?
Imagine the world before AI and didn't have to deal with all this extra cooling, extra this, extra that, threats
It's
to the
massive.
environment and everything like that. I mean, it's like all this stuff is cool, but
Bolton, you got
fucking
any
fucking
pictures
shit
of,
up.
Well,
Fucking shit up.
technology has
It's
you know,
parted.
it's yin and yang. It's great and
Yeah.
it's horrible at the same time.
Agreed.
Yeah, because all those rare minerals
When,
they need.
when you think about nuclear sites, they got to cool off that core.
Oh yeah. Like,
Man,
do it on the
They got
water
to
a
keep
lot.
that core cool, because if they don't,
Overheats.
Chernobyl.
Gonna get fucked up.
yeah. So this is the world we made.
Why they do a lot of those on the ocean as well, because they use the cold ocean water to clear it, so they don't have to generate power to cool it.
Problem
Yeah.
is when they get a rupture or any type of shit like that,
Right in.
water's fucked up, and then the fucking sea life gets affected by that. I mean, what in Fukushima?
Fukushima.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
that happened there.
Yeah,
Bad.
they said that there was like at a certain point there was like high mercury level in all the fish that came from out of there
That
because
some fish probably got mutated too.
Yeah.
What's the one, the titties on the side of the 5? Wasn't that a what's it called, a nuclear place?
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
they shut down, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
The two big titties, literally,
Yeah.
nipples and all. What is that called?
the two titties.
We yeah,
Titties,
we-
right?
San
And what else?
San Onofre.
San
San
Onofre.
Onofre, yeah.
There you go.
And the
Hey,
totally.
Yeah.
Hey, what
Tit and no fray.
Boobies.
What happened to Fukushima since then? What's going on out there right now? What's the live report on Fukushima right now?
Wait,
Probably can't go
Because
near
I
it.
guarantee you they're eating sushi out there right now.
This just in.
Oh, yeah.
We don't know.
We
Usually
can
you
look
can't
it up.
go to-
Theory, come on. What's going on in Fukushima?
you know,
I want to
Shit,
know.
I would imagine that if they are eating any sort of
It says yes, people do eat sushi in Fukushima.
yeah,
Oh,
but
yeah, they do.
but it's probably coming from another region.
Ooh, yeah.
don't know.
Not locally raised.
I mean, come on, how are they gonna get the radioactivity out of that fucking water?
get
And that
Enough
land.
to
It
like
says,
fish there.
A 2023 release of treated water. Local, national, and international monitoring shows that fish caught off the coast is safe, with
So,
radiation levels well below international safety
Would you eat their
standards.
sushi?
Yes, I would.
Really?
I would.
Wow.
Four-eyed
We ain't getting
toro.
no four-eyed fish over
Four-eyed toro.
Those same fish migrate this way too, by the way.
I don't know, man.
there. You know what? I want to tell you something. When that happened, I gave up sushi. I gave up eating seafood. I was terrified. I was like, oh my God, Fukushima poisoned the ocean. They showed the chart where it, like radiation came out. My friend had a radiation meter. He's like testing the water, like, oh my God, radiation.
Well, radiation
don't
is
buy
bad for you, Steph.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't.
I mean, I know you're not buying that, but that's a fact.
Even the prime minister of Japan ate
Ooh.
sushi from the region.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, he has to
follow the leader.
because what politicians have to do is make the people feel safe about what they're doing. Because, like, you know, if people think their food source is fucked up, which fishing is a big deal down there, then people might panic.
About
And
9
can't
hours.
and you can't have the people panic.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like, you know, when old girl in the Thames River or wherever it was, or in France for the last Olympics in Paris, excuse me, when they were trying to clear out that channel and so that the swimmers could do the shit in the channel. And everybody was saying how toxified the water was, and she had to get in that fucking water and, you know, to prove that it was safe, and then she ends up flaking and not going
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
You know, but that's the shit they got to do. They'll fucking lie to you and tell you, oh yeah, everything's back to normal.
Okay, let's
Was
drink it.
was the tsunami in Fukushima? Was that the same tsunami that hit Thailand at the same time?
Yeah,
Yeah.
That was
so,
the
yeah.
same event, right?
Yeah.
It's 2 locations, but same tsunami,
Multiple.
Yeah.
That whole
right?
coast.
But
Yeah.
I mean, it was all the same event.
Yo,
Yeah.
that I was there.
That was the most impressive tsunami I ever seen.
I
that was
was
crazy.
at the
Devastating.
site when I went to Thailand, and one of the beaches that the tsunami came from. I mean, I would be, man.
It was so
crazy,
devastating.
man. It was so fucked up. All that area to
Hundreds
just
of
get
thousands.
swept up by that water.
I think over 250,000 people
Crazy.
died in that, and
Crazy.
it was terrible. The dude I used to work with,
Because that went all the way to Sri Lanka and everything.
that's what. Listen, it's so funny. I was just gonna say, my buddy, he was born in Sri Lanka. His whole family still lived there. The place that he grew up in, the entire, everyone, not one survivor.
That's
His
crazy.
whole family gone. Yeah, literally like tiny little island. It wiped it out. Like no one lived from where he came from. I was like, that is devastating.
That is devastating, man.
That was sad.
Yeah, that was the 2004 Indian Ocean earthquake.
Yeah, that hit like 4 or 5 different areas.
Yep.
The what do they call it? The ripple.
Yeah.
What do they call?
Oh no,
something.
Damn.
you're talking about the actual wave.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fucking.
Or like when the water just recedes all the way back.
I would run right when I seen that shit. Like you see people going out there trying to like grab fish out of the.
Hell no, you
that
fucking
ain't-
Nah.
run, motherfucker.
Dude,
Run.
you see the wall of just water just moving, just conquering.
Yeah.
I was-
the ocean went like
Word.
20 miles inland.
Yeah,
And we'll get flagged for this footage, even though.
better not.
That's an impressive.
Australia.
Oh, trust we're gonna
That's an impressive force.
word up.
Look at that, dude.
Yeah, no, you don't want to be around none of that.
Woo! No, thank you.
Don't flag us, YouTube. This is on your shit. It's educational.
Yeah.
All right. Did you know
That's crazy.
it's National Cheddar Day, son?
Oh, hell yeah.
If you like that cheese or you like getting the cheese,
Yeah,
but I think it's the cheese you eat.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like that cheddar, baby.
Damn, look at that.
That's a
Damn,
chunk.
that's.
That's Bobo heaven.
That's a
that's-
It is.
that's
Now
a
that's-
chunk. That's a chunk of cheddar right there.
Now that's a wheel.
Hmm.
Heck
Woo.
for a hunk of cheese.
Oh my God, it's probably so delicious.
How stoked
How long
everybody
would
is.
how long would that last you, Eric? That whole slab right there.
Knowing that I'd have to be eating.
Come on, pull that
every
mic
day.
up close, son.
Every day.
Yeah.
Every day. I don't know, maybe a week.
Oh wow.
A week. Damn, how would you even
Talk about
shit that?
blockage.
How would you even shit that out?
You can't.
You can't.
You
It'd just be stuck.
Just stuck.
There's a,
Exactly.
there's a traffic jam.
Oh,
I mean,
dude.
you were asking me how long it would take me. That's how long it would take me now.
Not a chance you can
But
eat that in a week.
I'd go.
No way.
No way. I don't
couldn't.
think so, bro.
No.
That's a lot of cheese.
There's no way you'd put
That's
that in.
probably
A,
20 pounds of cheese or 30
I'd be
pounds.
blocked up for
2-3 pounds a
month.
day?
You ain't
can't,
gonna be
no way.
blocked up. Your toilets can be blocked up.
You
Try
would-
to just stuff that right down your toilet.
no,
That's the
Steph.
same.
You are
thing.
wrong. His toilet will be stopped up, but so will he. You know what I'm saying? He's,
Well,
he's-
only because it would. I mean,
I'd be in pain. I'd be in pain.
it's fucking cheese. What are you talking about?
that's what I said. You could just skip eating it and just shove that right down
Oh,
into your toilet.
right. You don't even got to eat it.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
just
It's the
fucking-
same thing.
It is.
That's
Absolutely
blocked
right on that. Get that blockage
Yeah.
any way you want it. Oh man.
Don't block your pipe or your house pipe.
Yeah, don't clog your pipes. You know what I'm
Nice
saying?
bill.
Anti-blockage. It's also National Tortellini Day.
That's
Ooh, now I work
cheese
with that.
totally.
Yeah.
Like that tortellini.
I like
Olive
tortellini.
Garden.
Quick to make. You know.
Hey, good.
So you've obviously made these from scratch for yourself, right? Cali Blaze
I
tortellinis.
actually have not. That's one of the ones I have not. Because I used to think it was a lot harder until I realized that's just a fold.
Yeah.
Like I didn't realize there was just a pinch at the end, so I'm gonna do it.
So you're gonna
Nice.
try it now?
Yeah, because I do like them. They're delicious.
Because it's just the
Right.
difference of a fold for like a ravioli, right?
There's like, well, you see how it's like a ring?
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was just they're just pinching the ends together. It was just
Oh.
taking like a ravioli thing, putting little cuts, fold it over, and then pinch it into a ring.
It's a fucking
Ah.
folded ravioli.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just different shape.
Yeah.
That's the crazy thing about pastas. It's like they're all made from the same shit, but the shape changes the texture.
It's
and the flavor.
probably that those motherfuckers were very competitive. Like, oh man, you know what? I'm gonna fuck his ravioli up. I'm gonna make ravioli with a twist and call it tortellini.
It's art
Yeah.
in food.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah, art and food. Yeah.
And you get the little raviolis, and you had somebody say, "I'm going to make one even bigger."
One even bigger.
I like those.
I like the big one.
And then you got the guy,
Oh.
fuck that stupid raviolis. I make a lasagna.
It's a lasagna.
And then he
I like
won the
that.
game,
Yeah, he did.
right?
Winner.
Does lasagna win the game? Is that
Usually shit, a lot of people win.
yes? You will shit having the wrong lasagna, but yeah. All right. It is also National No One Eats Alone Day.
Yeah, a lot of people eat alone today.
I know a lot of motherfuckers that don't eat alone. They will go to the spot and just do it themselves, like they don't
Beat
even-
themselves to a nice dinner.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Don't need
or a
anybody.
breakfast,
Or breakfast.
or a lunch.
Yeah, but maybe you need to have your thoughts focused on something.
Julio used
Have
to
no
do that a
time.
lot. Like
Yeah.
Julio G could like go and have dinner or breakfast or lunch totally by himself.
I used to when
I'll
I
go do
travel. Yeah, when I travel, I do it. If I'm not with my lady, I'll definitely go out to eat. I don't mind it. It's actually better. You don't have to figure out. You just figure out for yourself.
Yep.
It's very simple. Get in there, eat, get out. It's easy.
I have to be in a group because I know if I go by myself, I'm not gonna be by myself that
Oh,
long
yeah.
before someone says, "Hey,
I'm not
why are
figuring.
you here by yourself, bro?"
And they'll
Oh,
pull up
shit.
a chair. They'll pull up a chair.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
There on your table.
Yeah, no, I don't need that.
I absolutely love to share a meal with somebody,
Sure.
but I do enjoy it by myself too.
Do you love to share it with a stranger?
I'll eat with a stranger. I like strangers. Strangers are good
Word.
people
So if they just
for
walked
the
up,
most part.
so if they just walked up on your table and said, "Hey, can I sit with you?"
Pull up a seat. Let's see.
Right
What's,
vibe.
let's see what's happening. You start getting wild. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave or do something.
Excuse me, but get the fuck out
I
of
mean,
here.
Yeah.
you're having a breakfast burrito, and they come by and they say, "Yo, man, let me cut a piece."
That's different.
Nah, bro, you trying
Yeah,
to
that's
Debo me for
different.
my shit.
I tell you what,
That's
I've never.
different.
That's different. You're Deboing me for my.
Nah, because I
Give
tell
me
you
half,
what,
son.
I'm actually even pretty reasonable on that because I have never finished a whole burrito. It's very rare that I eat the whole burrito. So I would actually be like, yeah, let me cut a little piece of this off. Here you go. Enjoy
Right
that.
on.
You'd have to catch me right at the beginning though.
And ask me the
Don't
very
don't
right
come
way.
up when I'm already eating the motherfucker. No, don't ask.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
no. Don't come and ask me for my shit.
Yeah, period.
Yeah, beginning,
crazy.
in the middle, or after.
Yeah, no, don't fuck around with me.
Yeah,
You know,
right.
look,
Nope.
before anybody knew who I was, I could go anywhere by myself. I didn't give two shits. But I realized that, doing the by yourself thing like that, it's a little bit tougher.
You haven't thought about like costume or anything like that that's going on.
Michael Jackson style.
Michael Jackson style, like the old Ozzy.
I got to
wig.
buy some wigs and
Wigs.
Oh wow.
and then I would have to shave my face because I think putting a beard on or anything like that gives me away. So like I would have to do it in reverse instead of fake mustaches or beards. I'd have to shave my fucking face
or
and
add
throw
to it.
or throw a wig. What do you mean add to it? People have seen me with a beard.
Throw some
Well,
mutton
be like,
chops.
But like
People have
ZZ Top.
seen, people have seen that, Bobo. You've seen that. I mean, you've been on tour with me.
when have you had? Oh yeah, you had your beard like kind of this, but I'm talking about a little longer.
No, I don't
Like
need
Billy
ZZ Top.
Gibbons.
I don't need that.
ZZ Top,
No.
twisted at the bottom.
And realistically, I don't need to be anonymous because, like, I'm not a pop star. Not everybody's gonna recognize me if I'm sitting there. You know what I mean? I'm just
Not
who I
not
am. You know
everyone,
what I
but
mean?
someone will.
If you know Cypress Hill or Dr. Greenthumb, you might recognize me. If you don't know neither of those two, you ain't fucking even looking my way.
No.
So I don't feel like I need a disguise. I just need to be more stealth.
I think though even though amongst your own audience and those who do recognize you though, I think you could actually easily blend in.
Yeah.
Depends where you're
Because
at.
some
I
people,
wouldn't say it because
'cause-
then I would just
well-
give away anything that could possibly be.
Well, because someone, like I've had motherfuckers say, hey, you look like that. Oh, yeah, people tell me that all the time. Know what I'm saying?
Oh,
like,
yeah,
they're not
like-
sure.
Oh, yeah.
Like, what is he doing here? Hey, did anybody ever tell you look like?
You have denied it. Like someone said, man, you look like Be Real. Like, nah, I get that all the
Like,
time.
I hate those.
I get that all the
I
time.
fucking hate those guys. I've done that before. Like, hey man, you look like that guy from like. I fucking hate those guys.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me, they're
Your
great.
doppelgangers in the room now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think some people knew I was fucking around. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, that was him. He's fucking around.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've done that.
Did you guys
I've
see
been-
that?
But I've seen, like back in the day, I've seen Muggs, like them approach Muggs. Hey, yo, DJ, do you look like DJ Muggs? Nah.
Did you guys see the,
Fucking roll out.
what's it called? What's that? Kevin James. Did you see that teacher or whatever who looks exactly
Wow.
Bolton? I'm not joking. Talk about. I thought it was him. Some people still say there's no way it's not him. Like it's that ridiculous.
Oh, there might. We saw your
Oh,
doppelganger
he's
the
been
other
around
day.
15 years.
yeah.
Did you saw the thing I put
Yeah.
into the Be Real TV group deal, right?
Yeah.
We've sent
So-
that. Somebody sent that in on the show. I've been seeing that for 15 years, and it's hilarious.
Do we have
Absolutely.
that? Can we?
Yeah, Bolton.
Let me
has
try to find it
somewhere.
here.
So someone sent me this. I mean, we had all seen it, but we didn't really pay attention to it. And let me just give you some background. Some chick got really pissed off at her man and tried to shoot him like 17 times,
Damn.
But missed.
but missed
There it
all
is.
17 times.
Ah.
That's cracked out Cali with a little bit of head.
Callie's cousin.
Wow.
That shit's been around forever, and I laugh every time I see it.
Oh man,
That's
if you just shave this fuck's head
for
right
sure.
here,
Hey, that's
That's close.
that's your doppelganging motherfucker right there.
That
You
is
sh-
definitely-
you shave his little sideburns off and his little.
that's
know.
like Blaze with a Jeremy Piven cut.
It's hilarious. That one, the first time I saw it, I was like, "Wow, that's fucking funny."
It's like
That's you, man.
It's
That's-
literally
That's
the shape
really
of your
you,
head.
man.
It's crazy.
It's your eyes and everything.
It's you.
That's
yeah.
you.
Your nose
man.
and everything.
Yeah.
son.
I
That's
think
you.
someone took my pic, fucked around, and because that's probably a joke.
It just
I mean,
added-
it's
Maybe, maybe you have a
documented.
brother out there that you don't know about or a
You ain't
cousin.
kidding.
she's looking at all of you.
Yeah, man.
You should take this to your father. When were you gonna tell me?
Who's this?
Who's this?
Well, son, it's your older brother. He's
That's
slightly,
crazy, though.
He's slightly taller than you.
She unloaded
Ah,
the clip
even
and
worse.
missed.
I think it started out as like just a funny meme because
Yeah.
she was cross-eyed and they just put the two together. But that would be some shit if that was true.
If it was true.
17.
But the guy they used, that's like, if he had shaved his head for that camera, that's totally you right
Definitely doppelganger.
17 missed shots.
there. If we could find that wig for you, you could be him for Halloween, you know?
That right eye just wouldn't.
Is that a look?
Blink.
See, yeah, they
Fucked
changed
up
it
the
again.
focus.
The left eye just couldn't get it right.
Why does that guy still look like me? Is that a different picture?
He looks
That's
like
you, dog.
You.
It's the same guy.
That's you.
That's hilarious.
That was before we
Dude.
knew you.
In your Jeremy Piven phase.
That's ridiculous.
Oh my God, he's on Entourage.
Tweaker days.
Is that
PCU.
on the way from New York to LA and like you stopped in somewhere in the middle?
Where did it say that happened? Did it say?
Yeah.
Like what city?
It's like, I don't remember this.
Man from Queens. I'm like, oh shit.
Oh, shit, man.
I'm fucked. They-
Imagine. That'd be horrible.
Totally Manchurian candidate. Did you know it is the birthday of Peter Gabriel? Born on this day in 1950.
The original Sledgehammer?
Sledgehammer.
Yeah.
Bro, it had some hits.
Sledgehammer.
And did you know, in 1970, on this day, Black Sabbath released their debut album, self-titled Black Sabbath.
Woo!
One of my favorite albums ever right here.
Some say, and this is arguably, so the very first heavy metal album was this.
I'll buy that.
You know what I mean? This kind of started heavy metal.
I will invest in that. I believe
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I agree.
That record and Master Reality are the very first two records I paid cash money for. First two records I ever
Man,
My cousin,
that I ever owned, but like first two I threw money down.
my cousin George, when we were about, I'm going to say 12 or 13, maybe 11 even, introduced me to that album.
Wow.
Thank you, George.
And I bought them on cassette at the warehouse. Remember that?
Yeah.
warehouse, dude.
Had that shit on cassette.
Damn.
Did you know, in 1996, the Fugees dropped, on this day, The Score.
Dude, what an amazing album.
Yep. Salute to them. And did you know, in 1996, on this day, Tupac dropped All Eyes on Me.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man.
Another classic.
There's some heat on this one.
Yes, indeed.
It's a 4 vinyl set if you find
There's
it
a
on
lot of
record.
music on there.
There's a lot
Lot
of
of music.
music. A lot of music.
Yeah.
Or music.
Did
Did you know, on this day in 1996, Mad Skills dropped From Where?
Yep. With production by our very own Psycho Leezy. He got one on here. Jay Dilla, rest in peace. He got a couple on here. Yeah, man. I think Clark Kent, rest in peace.
Or rest in peace, Clark Kent, OG,
Yes.
Superman. Did you know, on this day in 2002, we lost the legendary Waylon Jennings. Rest in peace, Waylon Jennings.
He always reminded me of someone that would be probably much considered like a modern day outlaw,
Yeah.
right? Like at least he looked the part.
Yeah, he did. He said, ain't no country boy ever spoke no Swahili.
Never meaning no harm. Yeah, he was supposed to be in We Are the World, and Stevie Wonder starts saying, we need to put a phrase in Swahili. And, Waylon Jennings was out.
Yeah, he said,
Like, then.
That's not a thing I could do.
he said, ain't no country boy ever speak no Swahili.
And the thing is,
Oh.
someone had to check Stevie Wonder and say, yeah, but the dialect of the people that we're doing this for is Swahili. It's a different tribe. They speak a different dialect.
He didn't see that.
You didn't see that coming up. Bobo. You cold-blooded bastard. You Puerto Ricans are crazy. Did you know it is time for us to open up the Insane Asylum? That means, y'all, if you got a comment, question, shout out, suggestion, we are here for it.
Right.
Like that one. That was a good one.
Good.
Caught you all off guard, huh?
Welcome to the Insane Asylum.
Yo, we got Jeffro in here saying, I was doing some research. So, Bobo, you did SNL 3 times. Was there any show that stood out in particular?
You did it with the Beasties and you did it with us. Who was the third?
No, I did it only twice.
That's
Did
dope.
Beasties, and I did it with Cypress. Well, the one that sticks out is the one that, when Cypress got banned. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, what other one is going to stick out more than that one?
I can't come back with these guys.
Yeah, you know,
And
that
those
was-
guys ain't working no more.
Exactly. So, I mean, I went there first with the Beasties and then Cypress, and that was the last time. So far, maybe if we get back on there, but you know,
And the other show we did together.
Got banned. That's
With-
dope too.
The other thing we did together, I believe you were on this show, was the Arsenio Hall show.
Dope.
yeah, y'all did that, but I was not there.
You weren't there
yet.
for that?
No,
They didn't use
right-
the band, huh?
No, they didn't have.
Oh,
the
they
band.
didn't. They didn't. It was the DJ. That's
Yeah.
right. It was Hurricane.
Damn, y'all got to do Arsenio.
Word.
That's-
That was-
Well, we
Sick.
only did it. We only did it through the Beasties. We were not invited to do it at Cypress Hill because they were very much sponsored by Dare and all the anti-drug groups. So we were persona non grata, even though
Wow.
Arsenio was cool with us. He liked us, but like his sponsors did not. So the Beasties, they didn't know any of this. They just loved us and wanted us to be on this remix, and they thought, hey, let's perform this on Arsenio. And they gave us the look that we were never going to get, and then we got banned.
What'd you do?
Wow.
What you want?
I pulled out a fucking we did So What You Want, and on my part, I had my afro blown out, and I had a joint hiding within the afro, and I pulled it out, and I put it to my shit like I was gonna smoke it or whatever. I never did, but they banned us just because I had it.
Yeah, because that was a way different time.
Oh yeah. So I got the Beasties banned too. So sorry about that.
Ah,
Because they didn't know I was gonna pull out this joint out of my hair.
I love that.
I just did that.
Love that Soul Assassins remix.
Yeah.
You rebel, you.
That's great.
I was being a dick. Sorry.
Hey, you know what?
I was being a selfish asshole. I shouldn't have did that. Getting us banned, it's us. But getting them banned, I felt bad for because,
They need to feel bad. That ain't shit.
yeah, well, I know they probably didn't. They didn't give a fuck because realistically, a year and a half later, Arsenio goes off the air. You know what I'm saying? So it didn't even fucking matter. But that was the only time we did it. But I love Arsenio. He's a cool dude, and we know that he wasn't necessarily behind those decisions to ban us. That's the network.
That's Sebi.
So you guys weren't on that last jam that Arsenio did? Like there was the
No.
All-Star
No.
Pete Rock did the beat?
No.
Okay. I always thought you
Everybody else.
We were excluded from a lot of that shit because no one thought we could do it clean and not pull out some weed.
He's a legend. He's a TV star and a movie star.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Semi.
Absolutely. All right.
Yo, Bobo, you bring any of your trophies in?
Haha.
No, you know what? I'm going to look for mine. I know where they're at. I'm going to bring my all-star.
Come on. We'll make an altar for him here. Bobo's athletic days.
Right.
All
Bring
right.
my medals.
Yo, medals.
Frog Teeth is asking, Bobo, did you get in trouble at Sunday school? Did you get beat up by the nuns?
Whoa.
Wow.
Sunday school catechism. No. I was good.
Probably
I was
flirting.
good. It
with
was
the
only
nuns.
catechism was only an hour
On Saturdays.
on Saturday.
And that would blow by fast.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it was not a problem. Not enough time to get in trouble for me. You know what I mean?
Oh, there's plenty of time for you to get in trouble, son.
Guns were still whooping people's asses back then. No, still giving you the ruler or shit like that. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were.
How many times did you get the ruler, son?
I never got the ruler in catechism. That was just in regular school.
All right. How many times
Shit.
did you get the ruler in regular school?
A lot.
A lot.
Okay, that says
I
it.
got a couple rulers.
I never got a ruler.
You
Put
know
your
what?
hands out.
One teacher.
Very,
one
very
teacher-
beginning.
One teacher, he had the yard
Yardstick.
Yardstick, yeah.
ruler, right? And he would put tape around the part that he was hitting you with,
Nice.
so to give it that extra sting.
It's getting that grip.
I got dragged out by my ear in
Yeah,
third grade.
that
The
too.
teacher dragged me out by my ear.
Did that?
Yeah, I didn't have any of these issues.
This was standard.
You weren't
practice.
there.
Yeah, that's probably it.
That was standard practice back then, though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Whoa, didn't mean to show you this explicit
Yeah,
picture.
The
My
two
bad.
titties. There you go.
There you go.
Santa
Dolly
Nopra.
Parton.
Boat base.
They're so exposed.
That's what you were talking about, right? On
Yeah.
the way to San
Oh,
Diego?
yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
Of course. How could you call it anything but titties?
You really can't.
Whoever designed that, like,
Every
we need-
person
I
that
did.
drives by it.
Add
they're like, do we
attention.
need the nipple? They're like,
Yeah. I mean, everybody that drives by it that I've ever known in my life
Right.
calls it the two titties.
Yeah,
Yeah.
every
That was
person.
intentional.
Yeah.
That was
Oh, for sure.
I had to.
That
be.
was someone's sick
Uh,
fucking joke.
Exactly.
I love them.
Hey, but we all smile when we go by.
Hell yeah, we
like,
do.
oh,
Titties.
yeah.
Yep.
Lit Dad is asking.
All hail the titties. All right, go ahead.
Lit Dad is saying and asking. Loving the morning show. The energy is dope. Are you all normally morning people, or do you usually start your days later?
Nah, I
Early.
think everybody here gets up early as fuck, even though
Yeah.
we don't really need to,
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
happens.
but
yeah.
it does.
Not me, but I always want to. I talk about it every day.
What time do you wake up, Steph?
I try and try. I get up like around like 9:30. I'm
Well, that's
Right.
that's
Yeah.
not early, but it's not super early.
Yeah.
yeah, but to me early is like sunrise. Get up with the sun.
Yeah.
That's way too early.
Yeah.
I used to be getting up at like fucking 5:30 and 6 in the morning back in the day, like without fail. Didn't need an alarm clock. I just wake up at that time.
Yeah.
Now it's more or less like 6:45.
Yeah.
Bad.
That's
Yeah.
early still though.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
still early enough.
Yeah. It's
Right.
like 6:30.
Yeah, by 5:30, my eyes are open. Even if I went to bed at 2:30, I'm still gonna wake up.
Dude.
Sometimes that
literally.
happens to me. I'll wake up at that time and I'm trying to go back to sleep and I'm just laying there in vain. And eventually I got to get the fuck up because
Yeah.
it's just like, what are you doing? Get
Yeah.
up.
I know Bobo gets up early because when I go check my DMs, I'm getting memes at like 4 a.m. Like 5 a.m. I'm like, oh,
That's
okay.
that sleep deprivation, pal. Need to get that under wraps, B.
Yeah,
Right.
about 10 p.m. is when
Early. I might shit. But you know what? I was, I get up early every morning, but this morning I wanted to stay in bed.
Oh, me too.
And then oh shit, we got an early.
I was gonna
morning
call y'all and
show.
say, let's just go on for an hour. Let's show up at 10.
Man, I was excited. This show is fun. I've been trying to get up early now for days, and today finally got me up. I was like, yo, yeah, I'm up.
So maybe we should shift to the morning shot, son. Is that what you want? So you can wake up early like us?
I thought, yeah, it worked. I was like, let's go.
When you have to, you do. That's
Yeah.
just the plain and simple. All right. What else you got?
Shout out to E-Zone. He's up in the chat.
Good morning, Eho.
an early
The
riser.
Great Pretenders.
He gets up early as fuck too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gets up at noon.
Like the crack of noon.
Damn, E.
The Great Pretender is saying happy Friday to the table. And he's saying, did you know February is National Reggae Month in Jamaica?
Yeah, man.
Hell yeah.
What you going?
He's asking who's your favorite reggae artist or groups?
Oh man, that's hard to say.
Everyone.
Because everybody will go with Bob Marley and Peter Tosh, but I also like Barrington Levy, and guys like that,
Yeah.
Dennis Brown, and then the dance hall shit like Supercat and Shabba
Buju
Ranks and Buju and Coco T.
Yeah.
I like Black Uhuru, Augustus Pablo.
You don't like Maxi Priest?
You don't like UB40?
Shabba.
Maxi Priest and Shabba.
You know, for not being such a reggae enthusiast, there's a Bob Marley and the Wailers produced by Lee Scratch Perry that's all like early 70s before he got on Island Records. And that shit to me is like super funky and it's more raw.
The Israelites too. I don't know if you ever heard of the
Yeah.
Israelites.
Roy.
Yeah, U-Roy.
My favorite.
U-Roy's badass.
U-Roy is
Badass.
Yeah, my favorite reggae is The Police
I
Yeah.
knew
Bad
you were gonna
Brains.
say that. I knew it.
Hey, I love
and
it
Bad
too.
Brains.
But guess what? You ain't wrong.
I like that punk rock element that's added in it.
Because I
Yeah.
got to tell you, man, the Police shit more than anything was like ska reggae more than anything.
Dude, Stuart Copeland, man.
Man, I think my all-time favorite though is Inner Circle.
Oh no.
Bad boys.
Here comes the hot stepper.
Oh, Bad
No,
Boys.
that's Edie Kamosi, sorry.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
Bad
That's the
Boys.
bad boys.
Bad boys.
What you gonna
Ooh.
do? They do that song when they do a live show.
Hey, you know,
Uh,
30
like
you know
it.
who else is dope? Is Born Jamericans and then the Born Jamericans, yes.
Yeah.
They were pretty dope. And also the two Shaka Demus and Pliers.
Those were
Murder,
dope.
She Wrote.
They were good.
Yeah. All right, next one.
Let's see here. You guys were talking about was it Maxi Priest? Was it this guy right
yeah,
here?
that was-
Yeah.
yeah.
What was wrong with him?
Maxi Priest and Shaba.
I don't know anything about him. I guess.
Yeah, he had some hits, but they weren't necessarily the reggae that a lot of people would traditionally
It was like the R&B
traditionally listen to. Yes, it was more R&B ish,
He was
Yeah,
from
like you said.
he was from the UK.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was
Close
Those
mad-
songs blew up.
The chicks liked him.
Yeah, those songs blew up for sure.
Oh, they definitely blew up because they were different than the normal reggae song. They were more like you said, R&B ish.
Yeah.
Shit was mad soft, yo.
Mad
Yeah.
soft.
When dance hall was hard as hell, for sure.
He did have a couple dope songs though that were pretty dope, but he also had some ones that were like, nah, I'm not listening to this one right here.
Remember when it was like Super Cat was real
Oh
shit
man,
in it, man.
Love Super.
Super Cat, man, one of my favorites right there of all time. You know what I'm saying? As it relates to the dance hall,
Yeah.
Barrington Levy, as it relates to just reggae, period. That
Yeah,
love
man.
him. All right.
Let's see here. We got Zero Fox saying, "Can we get a moment of chaos for the titties?"
Oh wow, we haven't had a moment in a while. All right. 3, 2, 1. Oh my God! Let the titties. Everybody wants to squeeze the titties. Don't run into the titties. The titties has been there for so many years. I don't know why. Oh my God!
Yeah.
Wow, that was a release. Haven't had that in a while. All right.
Aton is in here saying Monday through Friday, Dr. Greenthumb morning shows. He's saying, "Let's do it."
The
I would
Breakfast Club.
because then I'd have the rest of the day to
Right.
do the other work and
Do a
not.
breakfast while people early while people are going to work and
Yeah,
drive.
I would rather do mornings because then it leaves it open for us to like record for the rest of the day if we wanted to,
To be
But not-
productive.
but not too late. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't like them late night sessions anymore, Eric Bobo.
Neither do I.
Fuck those.
I used
After
to
don't.
really love to record like the later the better. Starting to set
When you're young, you
11,
think this.
12 and shit all night, be there. No, man.
Hey, I tell you, one of my latest studio sessions, and Bobo was with me. I believe you were with me. We went to go do the song "Wishful Thinking" with
Yes.
Pun and Fat Joe and Cool G Rap. Me and Bobo get there like at 7:30, thinking that we'll start working at 8. Right?
Nope.
Fuck no. I started working at 8, and I had my shit done like in 45 minutes. Joe and Pun didn't show up till like 10 o'clock, but they didn't want me to leave till they got there so that, we could all kind of be in the studio together. So me and Bobo wait. And then we get to see Fat Joe knock his verse down, which was interesting. Salute to my man, Fat Joe. And it was dope.
Yeah.
Not to take anything away from it. It was actually dope. It was just a different technique I'd never seen before. But salute to my man, Fat Joe. Then we got to see the legendary Pun drop his shit, which was also dope to see him like verbalize all that and fucking stick the landing. It's like watching a gymnast doing a routine and then all the boom, stick the landing for the 10s, right? That's what it was like watching Big Pun
And
drop
he
his
was
shit.
On it too. I mean, he had that down like bam.
Yeah. So they were done with their part probably by 11:30, right? And we're still young bucks at this point. So, a late night session is nothing at that point. But we were trying to get the fuck out early so we could go do some other shit, right? We thought, let's knock it out early. We have the rest of the night. So, they finished their shit. We're like, all right, man, we'll see y'all. We got to head. Oh, no. We got to wait for Cool G Rap. Cool G Rap wants all of us to be here and da-da-da-da. We're like, oh, fuck, well, it's Cool G Rap. Fuck it. We'll wait because it's Cool G Rap. 1 o'clock comes, no Cool G Rap. 2 o'clock comes, no Cool G Rap. 3:30 in the morning comes, no Cool G Rap. And we were like, you know what?
Well, it wasn't up closed yet.
Yeah, no, we were like, no. We got to fucking scrape out of here. I cannot because we had some other shit to do the next morning. We had just fucked off the whole night waiting for him. But he didn't end up showing up at the fucking session. He ends up dropping it later because he had a whole other session that he had committed to and he was going to try to knock that out and then come to us, but it didn't work out that way.
Wow.
But that was probably the latest session I had done, or the last of the late night sessions. We didn't leave there like till 3:45 or some shit like this.
After being there for
And-
like 7, and he already knocking out his verse, we're just
Yeah.
there waiting.
Yeah.
Hey, look, late night sessions have a role because something special happens in those hours. too.
Sometimes it does,
Or
yes.
as far as creativity goes, you know what I mean? You have
Right.
it in that little twilight
Listen-
zone you get in, right?
Listen, like I could tell you that in the time that we were waiting on him, I could have wrote 3 more verses and dropped the song 3 different ways.
That was an extreme case, but like a regular night session for you guys, I'm sure you'd kill it. Like when you're younger, the night is when you fucking come alive. When you get older, it's like, fuck the night. Let's do this shit during the day.
Let's finish by like 8 or 9.
But I got out of that early. I was what year was the Green Cypress 4? It was
I was like 98.
98. I had snapped out of it by 98 from recording all like a bunch of late night sessions in the sporadically throughout the first 3 albums. But by the time we get to Cypress 4, I had like said fuck that, coming in to the studio earlier because I felt like I was having more ideas popping off early. And I'd get my sessions done before Muggs even got there. And sometimes he'd be mad because he'd want to interject ideas onto the song, but I already had them done. I was getting there knocking out shit, before anybody got there, and they're just waiting. And then either we worked on something else or I would just show up the next morning and knock it down. And I found that I was having more creative flow in the mornings at that point than I was at midday or late ass night.
I was gonna say, a great idea can happen anytime. That's
Oh yeah.
That's just a fact. But the transition between sleep and awake, go either direction, evening or morning, something in that chemical balance or that phase in transition is when all the great ideas are happening.
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
like these days I could write a song quickly in the morning if I wanted to, if I'm focused on it, if I'm driving or if I'm sitting here in the studio, wherever I'm at.
Early in the morning.
I feel like an idea, I could like get through it quicker,
Not
rather
midday.
than when it's in the afternoon or in the night where I'll have to sort through the idea and it's not, it's coming, but it's not flowing like it would when I'm right on it in the
The
morning.
brain is more fresh, right? In the
Yeah.
morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So it's either fatigue or fresh, but in either of those positions is when we have those really good, wild ideas. You know what I mean? Because the other time, there's too many distractions
Too
in
many,
the middle
yeah.
of the day.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. My favorite
Absolutely.
time. My favorite time to practice is like 7 a.m. hour.
And that's age. Like, think about when
Yeah.
you were young.
That's the best.
Yeah.
When you were a kid, teenage, you weren't waking up at that time. You wanted to sleep as late as you could, and you were all groggy-headed when you were a kid.
Yeah.
You get older, you're the sharper. As you get
That's-
older, you're sharper in the
That's
morning.
the crazy shit.
Yeah.
That's why all our jobs are either during the day or at night.
I think it's because we train as adults that like, hey, you got to get up early to wake up early to fucking go do the work,
Yeah.
whatever that work is.
Best time at work is in the morning, not at the end of the day.
And it's
Yeah,
crazy
morning.
because it's crazy because as artists, that do music, right? There's not necessarily a specific time frame for us. It's what we choose, right?
Yeah.
It could be in the afternoon. We don't have to wake up early as artists because, if we're recording artists and that's all we do and this is how we make our bread, we're waking up whenever the fuck we want and going in whenever the fuck we want.
Unless you're on tour.
Unless you're on tour, right? And even then, it's waking up whenever the fuck you want, right? Whether it's early or late. But you have the choice. It's not like a 9-to-5 job where if you're a teacher, you got to show up to the school before the kids and then you got to, deal with the hours and then you're
Right.
the fuck back off
What about
home.
them?
Or like any other job that starts early in the morning. Our job ain't based off of a time when someone is telling us we got to do it. We're choosing the time to do it. And it's crazy because now as we get older, like just to get back to the point, is that at 50, we're choosing to work early as opposed to in the midday or the night. know what I'm saying? Which is what you do when you're young in this business. You're like, fuck it, I'm gonna sleep in. I'm gonna fucking go into the studio at 6 or whatever, or midnight.
Whenever I'm
Mm-hmm.
up.
Yeah, and you
What-
might sleep all day.
What about
No
the
more.
tours though? Like the Euro tours is where I experienced. I never really experienced it here, but in Europe, going like do a show, get back to the hotel. It's like 2 a.m. I gotta get up and go to the airport at like 5. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
like I literally would go back to the hotel, take a shower, pack everything, and then nap, fully dressed and ready because I'm like I'm gonna be up like in 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
See, and listen, and that's a part of the grind.
I don't know.
And it's the hard part of the grind too. You know what I mean? Especially if, and I know Deftones, you guys have had this, and like Cypress has had it, and even when I was rolling with Prophets of Rage, I've dealt with this, and I know that when you were with the Beastie Boys, you dealt with it. Whereas you have a show and an early call time the next day, but your show is late.
Yeah.
Right? Like you get on stage at midnight or 12:30 and you get off stage 2, 3 in the morning or 2:30, 3 in the morning, and you leave the venue at 4 and you got to go to your hotel, pack your shit, just like you said, and fuck off to the next city. Those are the hardest gigs
Oh man.
to do.
Yeah, and doing it so it's like I'll start my sleep at the hotel. We'll get like, maybe 90 minutes, 2 hours, then catch another 40 on the way to the airport.
Yeah.
Go through the time of getting onto the flight, and then finally get that time on the flight to take a nap, and then wake up, get your bags, get in the van, maybe catch a nap in the van on the way to the gig.
Yeah. You got to get it where you can.
Yeah, you're just literally
Yeah, I
just
don't
like
know.
catching nap.
I would try to knock out on the fucking plane, and when it was like that, and hopefully, you sleep it off that whole flight because you were dead fucking tired at that point. You really never had a chance to recover. But if you got to, your hotel room at 4 in the morning and your flight is at 7, you know what I mean? Or 6 in the fucking morning, you got 2 hours of fucking sleep. We had to start like, and Bobo could tell you this. I used to, have to start telling management and our agents, hey, no more fucking gigs like that.
Yeah, because
we don't
all along the way, when you're doing those days, you're still having the little tiny meet and greets the whole way, and now you're all salty while you got to meet people. You're like, "Ugh."
Yeah, you don't really get a full recovery when you got a schedule like that. So, like, I went out of my way to tell management and our agents, like, hey, no more gigs like that where we're playing late as fuck and we have an early fucking
Yeah.
runoff the next morning.
It's crazy.
It better be a late runoff the next day if you're going to book us at a headline gig where we're fucking going on at midnight or 1 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Burn you guys
Just
out.
because we've dealt with that, and that shit is hard. I mean, if it's a one-off, okay, it's nothing. But if you got like a tour ahead of you, or it's in the middle of a tour, that shit beats down on your system. You know what I mean? And it's bad for you, and you get sleep deprivation, dehydration,
Time is very important.
all that.
Right.
It's hard to maintain taking care of your system in a culture like that. But when you're in your 20s, you're built for it. You could do this shit. But like as you get older, yeah, no, you got to pick and choose your fucking how you're gonna wear yourself the fuck out.
That's
'cause-
real and that's why I said whenever I see all like the OGs on tour, like the Stones or anyone like the legends, right? I bow down to this because I'm like, man, y'all
Still doing it.
still going.
Still going.
Life,
Yeah.
guys.
And only technology has made it more comfortable and safer. You know what I mean? But as the actual, going to do it,
Man,
they're physically going to do it. No one's doing that for them.
And
that's,
when you
that's
guys
soldier shit.
when you guys go across seas, that's got to be, if you're on the opposite sleep schedule, that's got to fuck you up.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. What else you got?
The dude from South Africa you mentioned earlier, he's saying, I've been watching you guys on MTV and remember Channel O down in South Africa. You guys were the best.
Thank you very much. That was a
Thank
great
you.
show. We had fun there. Hopefully one day we'll, come back down there. It's been too long. All right.
And that seems to be it.
Thank you very much for being here with us on the early edition of the Dr. Greenthumb Show. Maybe we'll do more of this. We'll pick some days where we do, morning instead of the late show. But thank you very much for your patience and being caught off guard as you were today. Salute on this Friday the 13th. Much love to all y'all and everybody who missed it. You're going to catch it on the replay anyway. C-.
I want to send a special shout out to my mom and to my sister and my niece, Carolina, who just turned 7 2 days ago. Love you. Shout out to everyone that here at the tables. Stef, Tone, Blaze, B, Bobo. Shout out to E-Zone. Shout out to Dro, Aton, the legendary Treehouse crew. And you for watching. Follow me at C-Fan4 on all the social media. Find out where I'll be. And word, everyone have a great weekend. I'll see you on Monday. What up, Eric Bobo?
All right. Thank you for joining us this morning. It was a fun time. Everybody here at the table, legendary Treehouse crew, everybody that supports the show. Thank you all very, very much. I hope everyone has a great weekend. Be safe out there and enjoy your holiday weekend. It's President's Day weekend, so enjoy the extended weekend. Snacks and I, we say, buddy.
Yo, shout the Insane Asylum. Shout to Ray Morning Chat Film. Shout to the Dominator. Mr. Carpenter, what's up?
Shout out Mark Sargent, Karen B, David Wise, Kelly Blaze, B, C-, Bobo, Bolton, Ray at Morning Shot Films, Taryn at Velvet Hammer, the Dominator, Aton Pedro, Javi Lopez, E-Zone, Mello, what up? And all y'all in the asylum, y'all have a great weekend. And everybody have a great rest of your day. Oh, yeah, Kelly Blaze.
Shout out to everybody here at the table, 5150s, Insane Asylum. Follow me, Cali_Blaze and CaliBlaze.net. Much love.
Love to all y'all out there. Swallow that.